Congratulations. And a lot of pent-up frustration against Dominique Breazeale. Just ended here in the first round. Describe your emotions that led up to this and the end of the fight.
First of all, you give God the glory, He will give you the victory. I want to thank Barclays Center. I want to thank Brooklyn. Just like I said to home, I thank y'all. I appreciate you guys. I'd like to thank my team, Al Hanley, Shelly Finkel, JD, Mark Breazeale, Demarius Hill, as we call Cuz, Coach Cuz. I just, everything just came out of me tonight, I know it's been a big build-up to this fight. There was a lot of animosity, a lot of chaos, a lot of hatred against each other. There was a lot of words that were said, and it just came out tonight. This is what makes boxing so great, when you can have so much inside, you had to endure, you had to overcome. Even with the training, like I said, there's been many times where my body was hurting.
You said something to Breazeale, however. What did you say to him when you went over to him and embraced him?
I just told Breazeale, I told him I love him. And of course, I want to see him go home to his family, I know we say some things that we mean sometimes, but then when you get into a fight and you settle your differences as men and you hold these gloves up and you kiss, this is what this sport is all about. And you can come to the next man and hug him and kiss him and say, thank you so much. Instead of other things, this is what I wish the world was like that. But we can handle this with our hands. At the end of the day, we can hug each other and say, you know what, we did this another day. And this is what it's all about.
You described the disappointment that you have had in the past few months, having your first draw, and then not being permitted to settle that score with Tyson Fury.
I understand what Fury did, I understand. You get in trouble in the game, it's like that, you don't know how you got down, you don't know how you got up. I understand you had to get yourself back together, so that's what he did. So, but that fight will happen, the rematch will happen. Like all these other big fights will happen. I know a lot of people want to know when the Joshua fight happened.
When?
All these fights, the great thing about this is all these fights are in discussion. It's like no doors are closed. All teams, all parties that's involved are talking. And that's the great thing about it. And we know that when the big fights happen, everything goes silent. There's too many people involved, too many opinions involved right now. And it's going to take my team and his team, maybe me and him as well, too, to sit down and just handle this and squash everything and get this fight done for the fans. But I want
because
this fight will happen. The big fight will happen. I promise you that. We'll come patient, come time, and I just want you guys to have patience and give us a little time to make this thing happen. The way we all benefit from it. Not only just you fans, because we risk our lives in here. So we want to make sure we get the best and the most money that's possible. But we're risking our lives. The head is not meant to be hit in the first place. So just let us get our time to iron out our differences, and you guys will know when it happens.
Yet you do recognize by what you're saying that with all due respect to these other opponents, the public does not want to see Ruiz. The public does not want to see Dominique Breazeale. The public does not want to see whoever this guy is that's fighting Tyson Fury. They want to see you three fight like Ali fought Frazier, like Ali fought Foreman, like Foreman fought Frazier. So to be recognized in that type of breath for the modern day, you got to get it on. They don't want to have a whole lot more patience.
Most definitely, but but you know what the saying is, Jim. Good thing come to those who wait.
Let's take.
Boy, I'm your host of the UDC Boxing Channel. Take the time, go to my homepage, go to the channels tab, and subscribe to all my brothers in the UDC clique. I was playing some audio of the post-fight interview with Deontay Wilder destroying Dominique Breazeale in one round. And there were some key things. Good interview, by the way. Good interview. Okay. It's just amazing to me, man. This is why I call Deontay Wilder Hollywood Wilder. Okay, we're gonna talk about the good and we're gonna talk about the bad of the Deontay Wilder performance last night, or just Deontay Wilder, period, and Gary Russell Jr. We're gonna talk about Breazeale, and we're gonna talk about the World Boxing Super Series. I'm gonna get my brothers on in a minute. Shout out to everybody coming in. Make sure you smash the like button if you're new. Subscribe, hit the bell. Boy, when I tell you though, okay, Deontay Wilder is a tremendous heavyweight. Okay, that's just without a doubt. He got something that can't be taught. That right hand. And by the way, the guy put on more weight than he ever have, I think. When he got in that ring, I'm like, man, that nigga is much bigger. And I was concerned. I was like, you know what? I don't know if he's gonna be slower, or if you know what I mean, if Breazeale's gonna be able to have an advantage, being that Wilder got that extra weight on him. Nope, there's no problem. In fact, Deontay Wilder came out very smart, using his jab, kind of like a blinder, had the jab in Breazeale's face, and then came over the top with the right, and of course, y'all know I've been trolling. I've been saying Hollywood Wilder going to sleep, but Breazeale took a couple of good right hands before that knockout came. And I'm saying to myself, like, damn, can this nigga actually take this shit? But maybe Wilder didn't really sit down on them shots. It was just like, you know what, I'm gonna test him out with it. Kind of like Iverson when he had Jordan in front of him. Like, I'm gonna give him a baby cross and see if he bite on it. And then get that nigga the real shit, So Wilder kind of gave him the baby rights and then gave him the good night right. And that was all she wrote. Destruction in one round for Deontay Wilder. But we're talking about Dominic Breazeale. Okay. I felt Dominic Breazeale possibly had a good chance, being that this is the heavyweight division. And with everything else that Wilder had going on outside of the ring, thinking about Creed 3, trying to push his merch, having a lot of frustration built in from the Fury rematch not happening, so on and so forth. We know that Deontay Wilder is a very emotional fighter. And to his credit, Wilder knows how to channel that. And the thing about it, Dominic Breazeale is nowhere near a level of a Fury. So he was not able to use Wilder's emotion against him, making him overly emotional and stuff like that. He was too calm. We seen Fury was able to get Wilder overly emotional, cussing out reporters, screaming and hollering in the press conference, the face off and stuff like that. So he didn't have to do all of that, and I think that Wilder learned from his fight with Fury. I can't just, be telegraphing my punches, loading up on everything. I can't use so much energy before the fight. He was still talking his shit, but Deontay Wilder, he wasn't really out of character, if you will, like he was in the Fury fight. One thing that kind of stood out to me was like, that's why I said, I be feeling like a lot of times Wilder do some things and it's an act. He was talking all this talk about killing a guy and all of this stuff, right? And I believe Bruce Vane was correct when he said that he used that as a tactic to get more people to tune in to see what was going to happen. I believe it worked. A lot of people tuned in. Some people won some money. Shout out to Trav. I watched his video. He won a lot of money. He bet that Wilder was going to win in the first round. So salute to him. And tell you like this, man. When he landed that motherfucking right hand, that was just, that's incredible. This is why we fell in love with Deontay Wilder initially. I mean, when he hit him, I'm like, flat. That nigga was flat. 250 something pounds flat on his ass. But this is what we like about Deontay Wilder as American champion, is that he can knock anybody the fuck out. But how we say it, UGC, Jaleel, gotta keep the same energy. I want him to keep the same energy with the best. Okay? The best fighting the best. Niggas like to say that shit, but when we say this shit about how Deontay Wilder need to fight the best, or these welterweights need to fight the best, y'all niggas get mad at us. We the ones trying to help the sport. You niggas trying to kill the sport. Okay? Trav got that bag. Yeah. On his herd shit. Jalika Leader says, Wilder showed class. Dominic, no class, no interview. Cloud chaser. I don't know about the cloud chasing comment, but you correct on everything else. Wilder showed class in the end. Dominic didn't show no class. Most definitely, Iron Cone. Put your email in the chat, bro. As soon as I send these links out, man, I'll definitely get you in there. But most definitely, man. Shout out to Deontay Wilder on his victory. But he beat Dominic Breazeale. This is just a title defense. And y'all can hear in the earlier audio of this live stream the questions that was asked. Deontay Wilder is telling us we gotta wait. He's not telling us how long. He's trying to say shit like, good things come to those who wait. Fuck that. Fuck that shit, bro. Okay? And it's funny to me how Deontay Wilder, right, when it comes to his opponents, right, it's all about like, nigga, hey, I'm ready to kill you. And then after the fight, when it comes to you fighting Joshua, oh, this is a brutal sport. We get hit up inside the head. The head was not meant to be hit. Now you worry about safety when it comes to Joshua. But you ain't worried about that when it comes to Breazeale or Luis Ortiz or Andy Ruiz. See what I'm saying? You got to keep the same energy, Wilder. Now you concerned about safety. We got to get the most money because we risking our lives in there. You risking your life against Breazeale, Luis Ortiz, anybody that get in there. It's the heavyweight division. But how come all of a sudden you got to get this boatload of money, okay, when it comes to Joshua? You know what that tell me? You worried about losing. That's what that sound like. You worried about losing to Joshua. I feel like if Wilder was confident that he was going to beat Joshua, you wouldn't be talking this, you got to get this big amount of money shit, and it's a brutal sport. The head ain't supposed to be hit upside, the head ain't supposed to be hit, and you can lose your life in there. You talking about taking a life. Now you worried about losing your life when it comes to Joshua. Huh? So when it comes to Deontay Wilder, that's the bad that I'm thinking about. Like, you really worried about losing to Joshua. You want to make sure you getting a shipload of money to fight Joshua because you think you're going to lose. You worried about losing. Maybe some of y'all disagree, but I'm like, why you don't talk like that when it comes to these other guys? But when it comes to Andy Joshua, no, we got to wait. Good things come to those who wait. We got to make sure, I got to make sure I get the most money because the head ain't supposed to be hit. I'm risking my life in there. Didn't Breazeale just risk his life? Like that article I read the other day. Great article because it talks about how PBC consistently puts the favorite fighters in there with guys that's complete underdogs. And y'all don't care about their lives. You don't care about their safety. But let's just say a top dog like Errol Spence, a Deontay Wilder, a Tank Davis, a big name on the PBC platform. Oh, now they got to get the huge bag when they at risk because they scared for their life. Because they don't want their head to get hit on. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I be talking about. You this big bad motherfucker want to come to these irrelevant niggas, okay? And I don't want to see motherfucking Ortiz in the ring with you after the fight. Nah. See what I'm saying? This is what I be talking about. Y'all niggas, but a lot of niggas gonna get that shit a pass. A lot of y'all gonna get that shit a pass. Y'all okay with that? Y'all want him to fight Ortiz in the rematch, Ruiz, Kalnaki, or Klitschko or some shit. For real, watch. They gonna defend this shit. Shout out to the UDC, man. Shout out to the UDC. So we're gonna talk about the real. Let's talk about the good and the bad. I'm gonna send this link out in a second. Breazeale, you was a clown for that, bro. You got your ass beat. You got stretched in one round. For you to not even do the interview, bro. Like, man, I wouldn't even be upset if I don't ever see you in the ring again. You can't. I get it. You got your ass embarrassed. You got stretched in front of your family. You know, you look like you was confident going into the fight. That first press conference, I was like, oh shit, this ain't gonna get stretched. But when the last press conference and seeing the media workout and the weigh-in, I'm like, this nigga might be in there. Might be in there for a fight, Deontay Wilder, you know? But at the end of the day, you got your ass stretched, bro. Super stretched. And Deontay Wilder actually showed class at the end of the fight. Went over there, you know, gave you some words of encouragement, whatever he said to you. He said the right stuff at the end of the fight. Said a lot of wrong shit before the fight. That's why I say he Hollywood Wilder. He say a lot of shit that he really don't mean. But Breazeale, you got to do the interview, bro. That's something you got to be professional. You got to be professional, and to fucking not do the interview, bro. That shit is trash. That shit trash, man. That's come on, man. Look, did you do that when you got stressed by AJ? You know, and I understand this was personal for you, Breazeale, but come on, dog. Come on, dog. That's just like I mean, any sport, man. These guys are required to do the interviews. That's just part of being professional. That's part of the game. Whether you win or lose, the mic is gonna be in your face, and they're gonna ask you questions. Okay, they're gonna ask you questions about that competitive event. But for you not to even face, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they would have just really just shitted on you. They would just ask you, like, you know, what do you think went wrong? How's the power? You know, did you really feel like you was gonna beat the 10 count? You know, did you feel you were gonna go the distance? You know, what was the game plan going in? What mistakes did you make? Like, that's just normal shit, bro. You would get more respect. Now I lost all respect for you. I lost all respect for you. You know, it's ridiculous. The link is sent, my brothers. UDC, we up in here, man. We up in here. Let me read some comments when my brothers getting ready to come in. Shout out to Red Glove, Samuel Shaw, John Lejeune. Let's see here. Oh, let me get you on. Let me get you on the second Iron Cone. AOBZ says this was real for Breazeale and his family. Water was just marketing. Yeah, you know, Hollywood Wilder did his thing. Red Glove says, you leak the way Wilder talking, you're going to lose them dreads or changing your channel name to Double Talk Promotions at the very least. You see how you start kind of stuttering when he asked him about AJ? I was like, man, you got so much energy. Brooklyn! So about AJ, well, you know, good things come to those who wait. Fuck out of here with that shit, nigga. Fuck out of here with that shit. Keep the same energy, Deontay Wilder. When it comes to Joshua, nigga, you worried about getting hit upside your head. You worried about your life being at risk in there. You got to get the most money. You went from, I'll fight this nigga for a flat fee to now I got to get the mostest money because I'm worried about losing my life in there. To AJ, when you the killer though, right? I thought you was the killer. Come on, man. Killers don't talk like that. Angel Santos, what's good, bro? AOBZ says Ortiz looked like my dad in the ring last night. What that mean? Old or something? Angel says they trying to milk the fans for the most money they can get when he said what's good for everyone, he meant the networks. It's that bullshit, bro. Niggas gonna get that shit a pass too. That's ridiculous. How long? Listen, like, I mean, what was his name? Not Lampley, but I took a picture with this dude before too. What's his fucking name? It'll come back to me. But he asked me, he says, you know what? How long do the fans have to wait? You know, the fans want to get these fights like the Ali days, you know, Tyson days. Like, that's what we fucking want. UGC wants that. Okay. I don't want to see this fucking stall out, draw out the fight shit. You know, you casual, you fanboys okay with that. Not me, you know? Shit. I would rather somebody else get that strap. You know why? Because look, you know what? This is why I was, you know, trolling like Dominic Breazeale is gonna be that Hollywood Wilder because at least I know that nigga will fight for undisputed. I don't give a fuck who has it, man. If it's an American champion that got the WBC and he willing to fight undisputed, cool. If Brazil would have won the fight and said, you know what, AJ, come see me, dog. I'm like, yes, let's go, undisputed. But guess what? Deontay Wilder got a first round knockout. Guess what he said? We just gotta wait, man. We the water parties. We talking. We talking. When y'all niggas gonna start fighting though? How about that? How about that? So after all the good, the explosive first round KO, knocking a nigga out, we didn't seen this before. This is nothing new. Great, Deontay Wilder, you got a first round knockout. This ain't the first time you done that. This ain't nothing new. This is what you do. You stretch niggas. You stretch niggas. There's only one guy you ain't stretched, and he barely got away from you, and that's Tyson Fury. Everybody else been stretched. Dominic Breazeale is just another nigga on your resume, but you still got the same belt, okay? And where's your? I guess people feel like this is probably elevating him and making him more popular by beating these irrelevant guys. Matter of fact, this guy wasn't even at the top of the WBC. What about Dillian White, nigga? A nigga who's been at the motherfucking number one spot for I don't know how long, bro. Over 500 some days, and you won't even give him a shot. Now we got Ortiz jumping in the ring and other guys that ain't even really deserving of that. They're not more deserving than Dillian White. Fuck y'all talking about, man? Shit. Since you're not gonna fight AJ, fight Dillian White. Fight that nigga. WBC. Y'all got too much favoritism. That's my knock on the WBC. Yeah, y'all got the the Vita Clean Boxing program, but y'all motherfuckers be giving fucking free passes when it comes to these mandatories. What's up, bro?
Not much. How you doing?
Man, feeling good, man. Talking this early morning boxing shit, man, to UGC. You know how we do.
Yeah, that's what's up. Um, you know, congratulations, Deontay Wilder. He exceeded my expectations. I'm not gonna take nothing away from the man, but he was double talking. He
Mm,
was not keeping the same energy. He was all hype. He was all, he was speaking with a lot of bass and confidence in his voice
mm-hmm,
until Jim Gray asked that question. The one question that we all want answered, and
mm-hmm,
that is, when are these fights gonna happen? Good things come to those who wait, but how much longer we gotta wait? We've
mm,
been waiting, and the opportunities have been there. It's it's him who's holding that up, and I'll be honest with you. After that fight last night, I said, I gotta edge it to AJ, but at this point, I'm not 100% sure on that no more.
exactly. Right.
But but with his with the way he's talking and his body language, I might still have to give the edge to AJ because he's looking very unsure right now.
Right. Yeah, bro. I mean, like after that performance, you need to take that momentum right to AJ. Like, you see what I just did to this nigga Brazil? You next, nigga. Like that would have been epic. That would have been epic. But Jim Gray, put that fucking smoke, that pressure on his ass, and he starts stuttering. Double Talk Promotions. I was like, God damn, bruh. Here we go with the same shit. This is why, like, you know, even though Deontay Wilder is he's a special type of a heavyweight. You know what I mean? We've never seen this type of shit before, But once again, like they stated in the chat, he was ranked Dominic Angel says Dominic Breazeale was listed at number 11 within the heavyweights. So you beat the number 11 heavyweight, and we've been waiting for you to prove. You've been saying, I'm the best. Are you up for the test? All of this shit. And, he was like, had a different type of energy before. But now it's like, as soon as you get asked that question from Jim Gray, now you got a whole different picture of your voice. You stuttering. You want to chuckle and laugh it off. Like, we want to fucking hear that, man. We don't want to. Real boxing fans, like fanboys, y'all okay with that shit. So you weird ass niggas, keep pull out your pom poms and shit. But hey, moving on from this shit, staying focused. It's about undisputed, and I feel like, look, shout out to Iron Kong. Like, if this dude is not gonna fight for undisputed next, you need to fight Dillian White. Dillian White is at the number 1 spot in the WBC. He's been holding that silver belt for over 500 something days, and he ain't been getting his shot. Okay, and the WBC needs to stop giving Deontay Wilder a pass and stop protecting this nigga, man. This shit is just getting ridiculous at this point. Iron Kong, what's up, bro?
Yeah, blessed King.
Oh man, how you feeling today, man?
I feel good, man. I mean, just beautiful day,
That's what's up, man. So, what's your thoughts, man, on the Deontay Wilder's performance, and then also his post fight interview, and what do you see? How do you rate the current state of the heavyweight division right now?
I mean, the state of the heavyweight division has not moved. I mean, Anthony Joshua is still the number 1 heavyweight. Deontay Wilder beat a man just like how most people thought he would have beat him. The only difference is he beat him in 1 round. I'm not sure what Dominic Breazeale's game plan was coming into this fight. I don't know, I mean, if he forgot that Wilder has this one big punch, because Wilder didn't do anything different than before. Nothing different. The same person does the same thing. He steps in and winds up this big punch, and Dominic Breazeale was there to be hit. I mean, I think most people call it correctly that, I mean, styles makes fight, and Dominic Breazeale is tailor-made for Deontay Wilder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just think it was, the truth is, I watched the fight this morning. I went to sleep on that fight. I was like, I know what's going to happen. What I was looking for was after the fight and the interview. And the interview went exactly how I thought it would go. Deontay Wilder will find another way to avoid Anthony Joshua and the question of Anthony Joshua. I mean, Jim Gray stepped to him and asked him point blank, when we seen that fight, we risk our lives and blah, blah, blah. And it's all sorts of hemming and hawing. All of a sudden, he's introspective. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before, he was all, bullyish and I'm this and I'm that. The fight's done now. What about Anthony Joshua? Oh, the sky is blue, water is wet. All sort of nonsense stuff. Deontay Wilder, and this is why I had to stop supporting Wilder, because I realized every time there was an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua, there's some weird reason why the fight don't happen. And it always comes from Wilder. Oh, it's either too hot or it's too cold or it's too this. Now all of a sudden it's, we have to sit down and see what we're gonna do. And then I see old duck meat RTs in the ring. Yo.
So hold on real quick. Has it always been Deontay Wilder's fault or just recently?
I think Deontay Wilder has always found some reason why this fight couldn't happen. Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, could have already been the unified champion by beating Anthony Joshua. It's always been something. Oh, I tried to accept 12 million. I tried to accept 15 million. I tried. You obviously didn't try because you didn't sign a contract at no point. Mm-hmm. It's always some reason why the fight didn't happen. Listen, Anthony Joshua could have been a prima donna. He is a 1-belt champ. He should have been, it don't matter what Anthony Joshua tried. I'm going to sign that contract. You're going to have to face me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just like like I said, not taking nothing away from Deontay Wilder's win. It's a victory. That's what it is. It's not a new strap. It is a victory. It is an incredible first round knockout. Great. This is something that we know. Deontay Wilder, he knocks motherfuckers out. He got a crazy right hand, and
yeah,
if you're
yeah.
not prepared for it, you're gonna be out of there. But once again, like to see that shit is obvious and clear as day. Shout out to Double Talk Promotions, aka Jalik the Leader in the building.
Man like Jalik.
Yeah, man. So this guy started double talking, man.
Yes,
When Jim
yes,
Gray asked that man about fucking facing Anthony Joshua, he started getting religious on us and shit. Hey,
yes.
hold on, saints. Ha! Good things come to those who wait. Ha! You just gotta hold on. Like, damn, nigga. What the fuck? Why you gotta turn into a preacher? You was a killer before you fought Dominic Breazeale. Now you Reverend Wilder, nigga.
Introspection. All of a sudden, it's introspection.
Now we gotta have faith and shit. Like, man, fuck
That boy
that. Don't try to
good.
get
That boy
religious on
good.
us and shit. Jalik Double Talk Promotion. What's good, bro?
Buenos dias. Buenos dias. How y'all doing? ¿Cómo están?
What happened, man? You was screaming and shit last
Nah,
night?
knockout. I was doing a live shit. I get excited during fights. First of all, I want to say shout out to Bomb Squad. Shout out to the clout chaser Dominic Breazeale who's thinking like he one way, got his ass knocked out in the first round and won't even do a fucking interview. He cost himself some money right there, dumbass.
Well, Jalik,
Let me talk. Let me talk, nigga. Shout out to Jamaica. What part of Jamaica you from? Trelawney? You from Trelawney?
King man, I'm not from Jamaica. Jamaica is not the only Caribbean island.
Where you from?
From St. Kitts.
St. Kitts. Shout out to the Virgin Islands.
I'm not from the Virgin Islands.
St. Kitts is a different country. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Stop double talking, Jalik. God damn.
Can I say something first? Listen, Wilder is the most exciting fighter in boxing. He knocked the motherfucker out. He showed class. He tried to support the nigga, and he still just walked out of the ring like a sucker ass nigga. That's why Wilder got his ass in the first round. I predicted he was going to do that. Now let's get the Wilder, because one thing about me, I keep the same energy. Wilder, if you're listening to this, stop talking. Listen, Wilder, stop acting like a hard to get. You know how bros act hard to get? Stop acting like that. Nigga, you got the momentum right now. Use the fucking platform. You got your arm fucking injured. Life ain't guaranteed. You got 7 children. Take the fucking fight next. Because if you fight bullshit ass Ortiz, nobody want to see that fight. That motherfucker in the ring, he look all out of shape. He don't even look confident. This motherfucker look like a journeyman in the ring now. Ortiz fucked his whole momentum up when he didn't take the AJ fight. So I on there. But if AJ fight Wilder gonna stretch his ass within 3 rounds. AJ is not gonna win that fight. And I don't know
like Jim Grace said, win, bro, win. Because this nigga saying
he fucking his momentum up. He gonna talk himself out of a fight. Watch. If he keep it up, you know how you over negotiate. He playing hard to get right now, which is stupid.
So you basically saying he acting like a hoe.
He not acting like a hoe. He acting like hard to get. Like, no, you gotta chase.
That's what hoes do, bro.
Man, that's bullshit.
Man, dog. I mean, real quick, Iron Cone, before you rip, man, I got one more thing for Jalik. Like, look, Jalik. Now, credit to Deontay Wilder. He did what he had to do.
But did you talk shit about Breazeale though? You always be overdoing it though.
Yeah, nigga, don't double talk. I already flamed. You seen the title? I flamed Breazeale already. That's some whole ass shit. You know what I mean? Like that nigga a hoe for that shit, bro. Like there's no excuse for that. Yeah, I flamed Breazeale. And I can continue to flame Breazeale. I agree with you 100%. Now I don't know about that clout chase. I don't know what you mean by clout chasing. Like,
because before the fight, he talked all that shit. He wanted to fight. He just tried to use Wilder name. He talk all this shit.
No, clout chasing is like trying to use his name and then not fighting him. Nah, he just got his ass beat. He just embarrassed.
Clout. It's other way playing clout.
No disrespect, but I think sometimes you use words and you're not
out of context.
You don't know what they really mean.
That's not clout chasing.
Clout, right?
Clout chasing is like
it's other ways
who's clout chases a lot.
It's other ways to chase clout. You know what I'm saying? Like it's other ways to do it.
But let me make this point, Jalik. So now answer this, because Deontay Wilder before the fight, he was talking about killing Dominic Breazeale in the fight, right? Just being this killer, right? And then after the fight, when Jim Gray is asking him about the AJ fight, he talking about how you got to get the most money because it's a brutal sport, and he risking his life in there, and he don't want to get, you're not meant to get hit upside the head. Remember how you say keep the same energy, right? What happened?
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden he worried about his life when he getting ready to fight AJ, but when he fight Breazeale, nigga, I'm a killer. If you a killer, you should just keep the same energy. AJ should be worried for his life, not you.
Say that though. He always said about the body is meant to be here. He used it as a different reference. He been saying that since Breazeale Severn. And he always say, I hit him about something that he was close to losing his life. That's how he talked on that part. But the AJ style is just tailor made for him.
No. That's not how he ain't. That's not how he sounds. If AJ's style was so tailor made, why he saying he got to get the biggest bag because he's worried for his life in there, bro?
You chase a fight. If you chase a bitch for a long time and you like, man, I'm tired of that. And then you just play hard to get. You want her to chase you. That's what he's doing. But
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Why do acting like he's scared of AJ? He acting like he's scared of AJ.
Yeah,
when you talking like that, bro, now you worried about getting hit upside your head. He ain't talking like that. He ain't talking like that with nobody else. He ain't talking like that with nobody else. Now he got to get the most money. He didn't say because I'm the A side. He said we got to get the most money because we're risking our lives in here. Now all of a sudden you worried about losing your life to AJ. Nigga, you scared. Scary ass.
Nah, he been talking that part about getting hit upside the head to his interview. Yeah,
Jaleel, that's not even what UGC's talking about. That's not what Black Horseman is talking about. He's talking about all the money talk.
Knock AJ out in the first round as well. I won't be surprised, and I put money up on anybody. But I'm gonna say this:
AJ is not Breazeale. Just so you know. Just so you know.
It's styles make fights, man. Whatchamacallit chin is.
Yes, styles make fights, and AJ is better than Breazeale.
He is better, but
double talk promotions.
You can't come in there like that.
He's gonna say styles make fights, and then he's gonna contradict what he's saying.
Double talk promotions. What's good, Jaleel?
And let me say this too about
man, Jaleel, you got to keep the same energy with Deontay Wilder, man, with this double talk shit.
I'm telling you, y'all just be bashing. I just tell him like shit.
He wasn't double talking last night.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to get to it.
Hey, first of all, let me just. I just want to say this though. That knockout. Man, that knockout was beautiful, man. I gotta give Wilder his credit. He set that up beautifully, man.
It was nice.
He did. He did.
Maya said Wilder wasn't a one-punch knockout artist. Take his blue suit from me, Bob. His moderation from me, Bob. Black. Come on, man. He said he wasn't.
No. It really depends. Some people look. Terry Flanagan is not a knockout puncher, but he can knock you out with one punch if he knocks you out. If he throws it nice and clean. I'm saying Wilder obviously has power. He has power, but usually, hold on, Jaleel, let me just say this. Usually, it's an accumulation. Like he knocks people out around 10, 9, sometimes 11. That's why I said he's not the biggest puncher that I've seen, because I've seen other guys like Julian Jackson stretch people out in like round 1, 2, or Gerald McLennan, who had like how many first round knockouts? Shannon Briggs had how many first round knockouts?
And I mean, even Floyd Mayweather knocked out Ortiz.
No doubt. Wilder, as of today, I'd say Wilder's the biggest puncher today.
In history. I ain't never seen him.
No, I don't know about history, but today for sure.
Well, Jaleel, you just started watching boxing, so that's I'm just playing with you.
Let me say this too about Wilder. Wilder, you have momentum right now. It's like a stock, right? Like say if your stock was at an all-time high, you ready to do an IPO and you ready to go public. Him fighting Ortiz or Koznaki, that shit, his stock gonna go right back down. First of all, I'm not.
But Jaleel, you gotta wait. Good things come to people who wait.
Come to those who wait. I'm telling you, saints.
But what he has to realize,
Reverend Wilder,
I'm not watching him fight Ortiz. I'm not watching him fight. I may watch Koznaki, but Ortiz, I'm gonna purposely not watch the fight.
You know what's crazy? Everybody, look, AJ slept Charles Martin in one round, right? And then Koznaki.
That wasn't in round 1.
Or was it 2 rounds?
2, 3 rounds.
2 rounds? Or 2 or 3? Yeah. He slept him early. Okay.
I thought it was
And
one.
then
It was.
I
two.
thought it was one
It was
too.
two.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it was two.
It was the second round.
Yeah. So and then Kawanaki goes and it goes life and death with Charles Martin recently, and that's who Wilder's about to fight next.
Wow.
Kawasaki done. I'm gonna be honest with you. They Kawasaki, they better off.
Another tailor-made.
They better off trying to fight AJ. They got a higher chance of lasting longer. That's
And a higher payday.
Kawasaki. Yeah, that'd be stupid.
But they ducking unification, a unified champion, and they ducking big paydays. PBC
so let me say this: if Water, if you fight if you don't fight AJ next, or at least if you're not gonna fight him next, at least say after this fight we're gonna fight. Actually have a date set. I'm not watching your fights because you messing your stock up, man.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro.
I'm not watching it. And
I think he should. If he don't fight Dillian White next, bro, I'm not watching this fight.
Dillian White, I will accept the Dillian White fight because he's gonna stop fighting like 3 rounds.
Even if he stopped him, that's fine. But I'm like, this nigga's been at the top of the WBC for I don't know how long, bro. How long they gonna keep pushing Dillian White to the side, man? That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand Breazeale's game plan in that fight though, because dude was trying to box with Wilder, gave him so much space to throw the jab. He didn't even go on the inside like I said he should. He didn't try nothing. It was like he was like, all right, just knock me out.
Exactly.
You need another.
I think he got a little bit too confident after he
like AJ.
He caught. Because he caught.
Hold on, Julie. Go ahead, Red.
He caught Wilder's attention with that one punch.
The right hand.
Remember when they were in the corner? Mm-hmm. And then what was it? They got like into a little bit of a clinch, and the referee separated him, and then he just came in, and that's when Wilder hit him. So I think it was we didn't really even get to see what his real game plan was. He came in kind of confident after catching Wilder's attention with that shot, and then he got caught.
Virgil Hunter.
That's the thing, man.
Did y'all see him? I was going to lie, Kyra. I knew he was going to lose. First of all, in life, period.
We all said that.
Huh?
We all said Breazeale was going to lose because his defense is almost non-existent. It don't even exist. Like, the dude is wide open for everything.
Black said he might get slept. Don't try to.
No, I didn't.
I was trolling.
I never said I had Breazeale.
I'll let it be known. I said Hollywood Wilder going to sleep. But you know what, man? This is the reason why I was low key rooting for Breazeale, because I already knew he was going to get the same result after the fight. This bullshit ducking crap. You know? At least I know Breazeale would have fucking unified. He would have went in there for the undisputed. You know,
but Black,
yeah.
You know, I realize, like, I've seen people saying Wilder might go to AJ's fight. I'm like, why are you going to Anthony Joshua's fight when you just said you don't know when you're gonna fight this man?
He's not going. Stop.
What is this nonsense hype? It's like, why are you going to this man's fight and you know you're not gonna fight him next? What's the point then?
That's now Jalik. That's clout chasing. That's clout. Jalik.
That's clout chasing.
That's clout chasing right there, buddy. If he goes to the fight, that's clout chasing.
Clout chasing.
Yeah, Jalik. That's what clout chasing is.
Learn something, Jalik. That's clout chasing.
Why can't he go to the fight to start the negotiations? You ever change your mind before?
Hold on. Negotiations at a fight. Nobody negotiates at a fight.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Nobody uses Instagram.
Yeah, what's my man name?
Nobody negotiates at the actual fight when you're out of breath.
Jalik like somebody. Yeah, Jalik like the 50 mil Instagram post with 24 hours deadline and
you know what?
A FaceTime fight deal.
I'm done debating no more. I changed my. What's your name, man? My man from St. Kitts. What's your name?
Iron Cone. That's Iron Cone.
That's Iron Cone. Shout out to Iron Coleman. Shout out.
Yes, sir.
I gotta do my geography. I thought St. Kitts was a part of fucking Virgin Islands. My fault, man.
No. We're a little further south than that.
Hey, Jalik, Trash says you gotta stop eating that bad pussy, man. Your voice is fucked up.
Oh Lord.
Y'all trying to control the narrative on this. I fuck with y'all like fella. Y'all be controlling the narrative. Listen.
How? Go ahead.
Sorry, Jalik.
Hey, Black, have you ever changed your mind before? Like you was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do something. You say, you know what, I'm gonna do it. You ever do that before? So why the fuck can't he just say that right here? And he say, you know what? He sit down with his team. He might change his mind. They listen.
Double talking, Jalik. You double
talking. If that was the case.
Why won't he go to the
Jalek,
fight? You want to go to the fight?
he denied 100. He already turned down 120 million dollars. He fought Breazeale. He stuttered when they mentioned AJ. He don't want it. He said good things.
Wilder's scared of AJ, bro.
You gotta wait.
Scared.
You gotta wait, Jalek.
I have to say though,
AJ, what are y'all talking about?
Stuttering and shit.
Why would he duck AJ?
I thought this nigga was gonna pull out a little baby Bible out of the back of his trunks and shit, talking all that preach shit.
But Jalek keeps. Go ahead, Iron.
What you say? No, what is that? He's saying, why would he duck AJ, right? Let me tell you something. For a man to have this much excuses, always some, he wants a whole treasury to fight Anthony Joshua. A man who you said he would knock him out in the first round. Wilder called him a pussy. He this, he that. But in order for you to fight the soft pussy who you knock out in the first round, I need the entire treasury of the United States of America. I'm
not watching.
Jalek, I got a question for you. Have you ever seen My Cousin Vinny?
No, I heard about it. I think he got Joe Pesci, and I ain't seen that.
It's with Joe Pesci. When you get a chance, look up the scene on YouTube. There's this dude who bet him he could kick his ass, but they wouldn't fight because Joe Pesci said you got to have the money first. As soon as the dude had the money, Joe Pesci punched the dude one time in the face, took the money, and kept walking. He didn't say nothing. The dude had the money in the hand. That is what Wilder needs to be doing, but he's not.
That's why he should go to the fight. I've been saying it. Why the fuck?
Man, shut up. What are you talking about, Jalek?
To the fight. How does that help the fight get made?
Y'all going by the narratives on
Jalek. So go to the fight to do what?
To promote the fight. That's how
the fight that's not gonna happen.
Do you know when the fight's gonna happen, Jalek?
Did you
see the one that we gotta wait? That is a good thing that we have to wait for. That fight. That's what he's supposed to be promoting. That's clout chasing. Don't double talk.
Y'all niggas. Yo, let me say something. Can I say something to Showtime Black on your channel? Because they listen to our channels. And shout out to the UGC. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Listen, Showtime. You have the fucking leverage. All of your fucking subscribers don't come from boxing. They come from that other shit you show. Why the fuck you just keep putting on fights like Tank Davis? Nobody's gonna watch that bullshit. Man,
what?
Did you see who Tank Davis fighting next?
No, I don't even recognize the name. I saw the name. I'm like, who is that?
It's premium TV. Shout out to the Zone, man.
This is the PBC Blueprint.
The Zone.
Who's he fighting?
The Zone had that fucking fight was so exciting with the Monster and Ivan Baranchik, and then you got the Showtime. Shout out to Wilder. That fight was good, but they're also fighting tune-ups and shit. Showtime, man. What the fuck are they doing, man? They got the leverage. Look, the PBC needs Showtime. Showtime don't need the PBC. So why the fuck are you building up fighters? That's for Showbox. It should be only 50-50 fights on Showtime. What the fuck is they doing? I can't fuck with Showtime.
Tell your uncle, man, Uncle Heyman,
Nah, that's what he's supposed to do. If a motherfucker gonna pay you $100,
how is that good for business then? You saying that's what he's supposed to do?
That's Steven Espinosa for putting on fucking tune-up fights. They trying to build Tank up. But man, that's the promoter's job to build a fight. Stop being a fucking promoter, Showtime. Losing their stock, man. I'm getting tired of Showtime, man.
Wow, Jalek tired of Showtime. All right, man.
I've been saying that about Showtime. They got oh no, what the fuck?
Let me see. Phil Bass says I'm rarely wrong. I'm going Deontay KO's Anthony Joshua inside 8. Real talk. Shizbit says the undercard was trash. Phil Bass says Jalek OJ had hitting the hot spots with Tank. Angel Santos says the Zone had the better fights last night. Can we all? Oh yeah, most definitely. We can all agree on that. We can all agree. I mean, the way the energy, y'all see, I was a fucking, I was working and shit. Y'all niggas had. Thank you, Jalek. Your commentary was fire, bro. You kept me, on up to date on what was going on with the fight. So, but based on the energy that you guys, that you was exerting, man, that shit seemed like it was lit, and everybody in the chat was like, lit too.
Yo, I just want to say, my bad. Like, I just want to say this though. Dominic Breazeale and AJ fight completely different, so nobody should be making the comparison of that fight to say that AJ would lose. AJ stretched Dominic Breazeale in his fight, 16th fight. So I mean, that was like 2016, I think. So why are we making the comparison? It's not like Breazeale got better.
They got similar styles, man.
Who has similar styles?
No, they have different styles.
AJ stiff as a motherfucker. Muscles.
No, AJ gets on the inside. AJ gets on the inside. AJ gets on the inside and beats you up on the inside and throws vicious combination punches to the body and then up top. Breazeale don't do none of what I just said. None of what I just said.
He don't have the style to win, man.
Yes, he does.
He can win, but it's too dangerous. If he had a real good chin,
it's the same thing. What you're saying about Wilder is the same thing that we could. I mean, what you're saying about AJ is the same thing we could say about Wilder. Wilder cannot fight on the inside at all. So if AJ gets on the inside, the fight's pretty much over.
That's the whole.
It's over.
He doesn't have a chin.
Breazeale got on the inside. Breazeale got on the inside.
Really, I have a question for you. I've heard you make this comment.
When he rocked Wilder. When he rocked Wilder, he was on the inside.
I know you. I know you off for AJ because AJ.
So I'm just saying.
Right,
come on, Jalik.
Hold on, real quick. Go ahead, Iron Cone. Go ahead.
No, I've heard Jalik made the comment multiple times about AJ being chinny, right? But I'm wondering, it wasn't the same Eric Molina who had Deontay Wilder wobbling. I think Chris Ariola also. Spilka had this man going. Gerald Washington had him going. None of these people are huge punchers, right? But for some reason, you call AJ chinny because he's fought bigger punches. Povetkin knocks people out.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know what is the source material for Jalik saying AJ is chinny.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
Iron King, is St. Kitts like a British? It was a British island.
Don't double talk.
Is it?
And look, and also, Iron King, let me help you, Iron King, a little bit too. Wilder been dropped by Dustin Sconier. He's been dropped by Harold Sconier and Dustin Nichols, man.
Oh my!
You know who that is?
Yo, one.
They work at Kmart now. Go ahead.
I want to see the fight too. I want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I already know AJ gonna lose.
Jalik, you asked about St. Kitts. St. Kitts used to be a British colony till 1982.
Okay, so that's why you're going with AJ so much. Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
Jalik, don't do that, man. Come up with
come on, Jalik.
And Deontay,
don't try to ride off
that British connection. Okay.
You trying to look for all kind of excuses for this man wanting Fort Knox to fight this chinny pussy in AJ.
Exactly. It don't even make sense.
I'm more frustrated than you. Like, I'm trying to get the nigga to listen.
Hey, they said
I already know how shit work.
Jalik, Angel in the chat said stop deflecting, man. Do that shit a lot, bro.
This man want going to hit you.
This nigga like Mutombo, he be deflecting shit.
Nah, you can't stick together. I'm telling you, Iron King stick together. He probably loved Tyson Fury. He loved Josh Taylor.
We were a British colony. Why would I have love for England?
Yeah.
Damn.
You want going to history today?
Nah. Don't school him that bad.
Don't roast him. His dreads gonna fall out. Don't do that, bro.
Yeah, he don't need to get bodied in 2 categories. He get bodied in boxing enough, bro.
Yeah. Sports in history will be that's just over with for him. Ain't nothing else left now after that. Let me see. Oh, go ahead, Arcon. Go ahead.
No, I just want to. I want Jalik to finally say, tell me the sample size of Anthony Joshua being chinny. I want to know the proof he has of that. That's all I want to know. That's it.
How long you been watching boxing, Iron King?
Damn.
What the blood clot? Tell me the source material for Anthony Joshua being chinny. Anthony Joshua been fighting since what? 2015? 2016, tell me.
I ain't boxing debating no more.
Jalik, in a debate, you're supposed to bring up points.
Hold on.
Bring up points.
Real quick, Jalik said he ain't boxing. No.
Only debate for money now.
Jalik, you might as well mute, bro. Might as well mute. You said you ain't boxing debate no more.
Yeah, I'm not boxing debate no more. I'm saying my thing. I'm not debating with that. Hey, yo, Iron King, you got to build your name up before you debate. But man, you never debate.
I'm not debating you. I asked a question. That's all. Tell me.
Build your name up, man. Go battle Red Glove before you.
Anthony Joshua is chinny. Go ahead.
You got to build your name up. Go battle. Go battle RCBA or somebody.
TBA, what's up, bro?
Man, y'all know how I'm rocking, man. This your boy, Mr. 214, Mr. Undeniable. Mr. These boys can't fuck with me on my worst day. Man, salute to everybody on the UGC Boxing channel. Y'all know how I'm coming, cuz. What's popping?
Man, we just talking about this recapping of some fights last night, man. How you feeling?
I mean, shit. Look, in my opinion, Deontay Wilder went in there and did exactly what he was supposed to do. I get a dude all credit in the world. I said on my radio show last night. But my thing is, him beating Dominic Breazeale like that, did that put any stock into this? Because in my opinion, it didn't put no stock into him because Breazeale is a guy, which is all facts, who was ranked like number 4th or 5th in the division. He was also a guy who Anthony Joshua knocked out when he was like 16 or 17. So in my opinion, this don't take no stock from Deontay Wilder, but I don't think it just raised his stock up now. But we looking at this shit and people talking about 50-50. Get the fuck out of here.
So real quick, on staying on that note, man. Did you see his post fight interview?
No, I didn't see the post fight interview. What did he say?
Man, this man got into his reverend shit. I want the
I hope you
world
like
to
church.
know that this fight
See,
is
the
gonna
reason
have
why
to
I didn't see the
wait.
post fight shit, I was doing my radio show
Yeah.
last night.
Good things come to those who wait. All of that shit, man. So, you know, Jim Gray put that pressure on that nigga, man. And that nigga
Yeah,
started.
you sound like Arsenio Hall in Coming to America.
Looking
Uh,
ass nigga. But
uh,
this nigga, man, he talking about, you know, like he got on some change up shit after the fight. He talking about, you know, it's a brutal sport. We risking our lives in there, and he got to get the most money. So I'm like, to fight Breazeale, when it comes to fighting Breazeale, you just kill her. But when they ask you about fighting AJ, you got to get the most money. You worried about getting hit upside the head. You risking your life in there and all of this shit. I'm like, huh? Like,
Jalik, what the fuck? Oh, never mind. My bad. Go ahead.
Just so you know, I don't battle niggas more, man. I only battle.
you breaking up, bro. You breaking up,
Nigga, get
Jimmy.
that old cricket ass phone you got, nigga. Go upgrade to AT&T,
Rematch niggas.
motherfucker.
All of y'all love rematches. Y'all
Nigga got the double. He got the double talk Wi-Fi. Nigga, get that shit out of here, bro.
Hey, Jalik, we like rematches, but your boy Wilder about to rematch Ortiz. What you think about that?
A rematch ass nigga. Yeah, you better stop debating. Your ass getting stomped.
Cause you know that's what's finna happen. It's gonna be like I was telling Charles D last night when he called in. It's gonna be like y'all said, Kaneki or Ortiz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I mean,
but look, like I said, Deontay Wilder did what he was supposed to do.
he did.
But do we put in this more stock into him? Do we just gonna jump out our gyms or jump up and click our feet like Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz and say there's no place like home? No, nigga.
Can I say something?
Come on, man. Hopefully your double talk Wi-Fi don't fuck up. Go ahead.
There he go with that crooked ass phone again.
Ground. It's a stop. Casual people don't know about
we got echo, bro. We got echo. I don't know who that was. Okay, go ahead.
Casual people don't really know boxing is that all they see is knockouts, so they don't know the history of like Dominic Breazeale losing. They just see him get knocked out in one round. Not only that, even if that is the case, even if they did know it, that's how you hype up fights. They used to do it all the time. Pacquiao would fight Floyd's leftovers and then knock him out early, like Ricky had. And they were like, "Oh, that increases his chances." But we all fucking knew that Manny Pacquiao was gonna lose to Floyd. Everybody knows. So there you
So
go.
what you saying, AJ? AJ, what you saying? Deontay gonna lose to AJ?
How big his stock is?
Keep the same energy, Jalik.
No, I was just saying that. No, I was just saying that when you fight common opponents, that builds up the fight. I still think the fight is gonna happen next. Listen, but like I told y'all, I'm not watching it. If he fight Ortiz next, I'm not watching it.
Nigga, don't watch it. We will.
I'm not. You'll be.
You ain't no real boxing nigga then. That's why I say you a new era ass nigga. Oh, if shit don't go my way.
Nah, you'll accept anything type nigga. You'll fight anything.
So hold up, look, hey, Black Horseman.
Fights, man.
Black Horseman.
Man. I ain't watching no bullshit. I got other shit to do.
Hold up, Jalik. Hey, Black Horseman, this new era ass nigga. He type of nigga. If shit don't go my way, I ain't watching it. Looking ass nigga. Fuck you gonna say you talk boxing?
Don't you
gonna
got
say you ain't gonna watch the fight?
What'd you say?
Disqualified, Shouty. You disqualified.
Get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. And man, Real quick, LTBA also, man. Breazeale was on some whole ass shit, man. He didn't even want to do his post fight interview after the fight. Did you know about that?
I mean, I ain't see that because I had immediately went and got set up. But if he didn't do that, that's some sucker shit. Because one thing I gave Breazeale credit for, of his medal, it don't seem like he got rattled during this entire pre-fight and leading up to the fight. It didn't seem like he get rattled, and I gave him much credit and I praised him for that. Well, now it's time for me to not praise him and let him know why he on that bullshit. Because like I said, if you're gonna show your medal before the fight, show your medal after the fight. You got knocked out, nigga. You lost. You understand me? You was talking your little shit and saying how you was gonna do this and that, but nigga, just like Tony Braxton say, just be a man about it. Stop playing with me, fam.
Fuck this talking.
He was not a man about that shit at all, bro. He didn't even, Jim Gray was like, all right, we're gonna go to Breazeale. Breazeale was like, no, we not.
That's
no.
That's bad, yo.
That nigga jumped right out the ring. Like, damn, bro.
Ain't nobody gonna want to fight him no more.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
Ain't nobody, people are fighting, but ain't nobody gonna want to put him on TV.
Man, he gonna get on TV. He just got to work his way back up, bro. Shit like that.
Interviews
Adrian Broner did the same shit.
Yeah, Broner got the brakes beat
up. Like that. It's different.
What you mean not like that? That nigga got out the ring and left. At least Breazeale stayed in the ring.
That way.
That was 6 years ago, my nigga.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. Shit like that happens.
Yeah, man.
You been wanting to battle, man. I don't battle niggas no more, LCBA. I'm sorry.
No, I know, nigga, because you like 0 and 100,000.
Nah, I only battle niggas.
I quit too.
Iron King want this work. He gotta work his way up. He need to battle somebody else.
This is the
league. Ain't nobody got to work their way up for you, fam.
You need to battle Mexican Fight Fan first.
Man, stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. Mexican Fight Fan, they made.
Yeah. What's up, Iron Cone? What's up, bro?
I simply asked this man a question to quantify his statement about Anthony Joshua being chinny. He's saying I'm trying to debate him. He hasn't answered yet. I just want him to answer it.
Yeah, man. See, that's just like when Deontay Wilder got asked about AJ. He double talking, man. The pressure come on, he start stuttering and shit. He start preaching. And the Lord said, things come to those who wait.
Hold up, so if Anthony Joshua chinny, ain't Deontay Wilder a little chinny too?
Oh my God.
He's rocking.
Jaleel, why you rubbing your eyes, man? You woke. You know what it is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready to talk about that Baranchek shit.
No,
this nigga right here. Hold up. New era ass nigga. You don't change up the discussion.
Yeah, bro.
You the lowest totem pole on the how the fuck you gonna change up the
This nigga called you a tadpole ass nigga.
Yo, I'm the best at this debate shit. All y'all niggas want to debate me. I don't debate y'all niggas.
Nigga, I don't want to debate you. I just Jalek, listen, man. Hold up, listen, Jalek, for real. Nigga, on God in them, on our law in them, on law in them, or whatever in them you believe in. I don't want to debate you, nigga. I'm just gonna check you on bullshit every time you say it. All facts.
All facts, Jalek.
Hey, Black.
Yeah.
Jalek, remind me of you this old scholar named John Henry Clark. John Henry Clark said, I don't debate people. I mean, he said I want to debate my equals, all other that I teach.
Well, his equals is in the swamp. That nigga.
Ooh.
Like, Iron King, you do gotta build your name up, though. I ain't seen you battle one nigga yet. Like,
I don't debate boxing. I simply come to have a conversation and ask questions. That's all. I ask you a question. You have not answered the question. I history. I do history debates. You want to do that?
About what? What type of history?
No, stop, Jalek. Stop.
No, not that. No, no, man, Black. No, I only debate boxing. That's it. Anything else, I don't debate that.
Well, okay. I'm a combat sports fan. I watch all combat sports, but I don't come to debate. You guys debate. I listen, but I asked your question as to why you said Anthony Joshua is chinny. If you make a statement, I've heard you make this statement multiple times, and I want you to tell me why you say so.
But you already got your opinion. Shout out to St. Kitts, man.
Oh, what the hell me not here?
Why you keep going around the question, bro?
Shout out to St. Kitts,
this man question.
Listen, man.
Just say, Jalek, say you can't answer the question, bro. Just say that so we can move on, bro.
All that nigga want to do is smile and shit. Nigga, we asked you to answer a question. We don't want to see you smile,
This nigga. We putting
Nah, Jalik, you gotta, yeah, Jalik,
camera
man.
shit while we talking. Like, nigga, get that shit out of here, bro.
Yeah, you
Jalik
retired,
on that
bro.
ducking shit. This nigga ain't answer
Only
no
battle.
questions.
If I
Every
do
time a nigga
decide,
asks him
no,
something, he
if
talking
I
about
do
this and
decide to
that.
battle,
Come
it's
on,
only on
cuz.
my channel because y'all think the same. You know what I'm saying? We need
Think the
Because you
same.
got common sense,
Man, oh,
bro.
here go this old
we all
casual ass nigga
we need
talking.
neutral
See,
judges.
look, that's how casual niggas talk when niggas don't agree with them. All y'all think the same. Oh, we tag teaming on him. Nigga, get your ass on somewhere with that soft ass shit.
Get
Yo,
jumped.
shout out to ILTBA, man. Make sure y'all support them.
Yeah, that way. What, Jalik, you
That's the
ain't
white
shit.
flag right there. That's the wave of the white flag.
Hey,
He better wave that
I'm actually gonna
motherfucker,
get
because
off
I'm on his
because
head.
Go ahead, Red.
I'm actually gonna get off because I'm pretty sure y'all hear all this background noise and
All right, Red Glove.
you know I
I
don't.
mean, you good. I mean, if you're not talking, just mute. But if you're talking, it ain't as bad, bro.
All right, so when I'm talking, it's not that bad.
That's not that
Nah,
bad.
it ain't that bad.
Oh, all right, all right. Then
Jalik the
I'll stay
only one
on
with the cricket phone.
no, but Jalik, I do think he's asking you a very valid question. You know, let me put it to you this way. Remember that day when I said what I said about Hurd, and you were like, why should Hurd leave his trainer just after one loss? I I admitted to you, all right, maybe I jumped the gun on that, and I retracted my
That's
statement.
true.
Now you could either explain your statement or retract on it.
Jalik.
Like I said, man, let me get my voice back and like, man, listen, man.
Mhm.
I don't want
What?
Get you some honey tea,
Iron King.
ginger root.
Iron King need to build his name up. Build his name up first. I've never seen him debate nobody. I'm not gonna just
I
debate.
can't even ask you a question.
I'm not even
But
gonna just
he's
debate
not
nobody.
debating
So
you,
he gotta
Jalik.
build his
He's
name up for you
asking
to
you.
answer.
He need to
Jalik,
build his name up first.
Jalik, you mean to tell me a nigga just we can have a guest on here? They gotta have a name built up for you to answer a question.
Jalik, he's Jim Gray. You're Wilder right now. Answer the question.
Ooh, facts.
Yo, Black, talk about the Ivan Baranchik shit. And
But I had a good performance. Ha, good things come.
Jalik, how many
Jalik,
wins?
Nigga,
Jalik, why you
What
got
is
so
Jim
much to say,
Gray's
bro?
record in order for
Cut
him
that
to?
pride bullshit, fam.
this nigga right here, man. He look.
Nigga, come on, bro. Cut that pride shit out the way, bro.
He on his
You know what I'm
wildest shit.
saying?
Good things come to those who wait. Answers come to those who wait and shit. You want to answer the shit. Okay.
Hey, about Breazeale, though, let me just say, if Dominic Breazeale had a concussion, it might not be wise that he did an interview. When you watch combat sports, when people have like, if you watch after the Usyk fight, Tony Bellew clearly had a concussion and he was repeating himself. He was slurring his words. It was not a good thing.
yeah,
So if he had a concussion, he should have left the ring. He should not have done any sort of interview. But I don't know why he left the ring. I did not see. But if he had a concussion, he was advised to leave. I understand because
they should have made a statement and say, you know what, he's had a concussion, he's going to the hospital. But the way it looked like he just didn't want to do it because he didn't have no class.
I think
Okay.
Yeah,
concussion is preventing him from answering questions.
You can't just do that and just walk off and blame the concussion. You know what I mean?
Jalik, do you got a
Yeah.
concussion?
Huh?
You got a concussion?
See what?
You got a concussion.
Cause you're not answering, bro.
Go ahead and leave the ring then, bro.
you're refusing the interview.
I fuck with you. I fuck with you, man.
Hey, okay, so look, let's move on real quick. Let's move on, man. So I want to talk about Gary Russell real quick because we doing a good and a bad on Deontay Wilder and Gary Russell. Gary Russell looked, pretty good. I can't really say as much about his opponent. He was just there to be hit pretty much. But I want to say this, man. Now I know Gary Russell, I don't want to say he's been clout chasing, but because he's been calling out Tank, he's been calling out Leo Santa Cruz. I think he genuinely wants these fights. But I'm going to say this from my own opinion, and you guys can rip. I don't think the Gary Russell, man, can fuck with a Tank. I don't think that I think he'll have problems with a Leo Santa Cruz.
Yep, me too.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like he got good speed, he got skills, but the nigga's not a big puncher, okay? And he's little, and he's short.
Very.
So I'm like, you know what? Tank will stop this nigga. That's in my opinion. If you go up there, they can say all the shit they want to talk about Tank because I think Tank he's protected. He's fighting bums and shit, and he need to be in there with top competition. But If he fucking bark up that tree and fight Tank, I think we're gonna see him get it stopped for the first time, in my opinion.
He might lose the birth.
So the question is, do y'all feel Gary Russell's kind of overrated? And who do
Look,
you think he beats in his division, or do you even think he'll beat Tank?
I agree. I agree with what you said, and I've been said that. I think that Gary would struggle with Leo. I thought he would struggle possibly with Frampton. That was before Leo beat him the second time. But you know what? Really, it's yet to be seen. So I can't sit here and get upset for the fact that he's calling these guys out. Now, when the fight gets made, I would most likely go with Tank Davis over Gary, but let's be real, Tank, we don't even know if he can make 130 anymore. He might be fighting Hurd or J-Rock, one of them guys soon. So we got to see. Plus, I don't have much faith in that prospect, Gervonta Tank Davis. So he got to step it up and just fight good competition in general. But you see what happens when you put a smaller guy in there with him. He will. He's gonna stop him. Yeah. So but when it comes to skill sets, Gary has the skill sets to beat Tank. If he were to be more, I think so. If he would just be more active, but it's not his fault. It's his hands. I get it. But if he were to be more active, he could be more sharper and hone his skill sets better. But he can't, and that's
his defense
is what it is.
Go ahead, Julie. Julie, your double talk Wi-Fi fucking up again? All right, we're gonna move on.
I just up my internet speed. I don't know what's up.
Oh, I'm just asking because there was a delay.
Yeah, it just flashed off. I don't know. But yeah, his defense is not that great, yo. It's crazy because he looks like real flashy or whatever, but his ability to protect himself from the body is not that good. And once you get past the fourth round, his power decreases. So if you can be a dog and have a good playing plan, I'm telling you, Tank, he places his shots totally different. Dude was actually putting up a good fight, but I knew they was going to stop it eventually because he got cut up in the face. Gary Russell, I never really seen a dude Miguel Burchett fight, but if you notice when they asked him about Tank, he didn't act like he wanted to fight Tank first. He's like, okay, I'm gonna move up to WBC and fight Burchett first, then do it. But what y'all think about him saying what his shirt said? Did y'all see that? He basically put Al Heyman on the spot.
Yep.
My first time seeing that. What's your thoughts on that? I thought that was.
Bro, you gotta leave that. You gotta leave that Dunkin' Donuts. You gotta leave Dunkin' Donuts basement because the Wi-Fi there is not that good, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I heard him though. It was kind of clear on my end, but yeah, Wi-Fi. You good though? But Red Glove, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, man. What's your thoughts on Gary Russell, his performance last night, and then how do you think he fares against the other guys, like maybe Leo Santa Cruz in unification, or going up against and fighting Breazeale or Tank Davis, bro?
I think he looked real sharp last night. I think he looked good. I mean, you guys bring up a lot of good points. You guys are probably right. He probably can't fuck with Tank Davis, but I would like to see it happen because we've been seeing it lately where we think, well, this dude can't fuck with this. Nothing says that he won't rise to the occasion against Tank. So if I had to put my money on it, I'd probably put my money on Tank. Leo Santa Cruz, probably about a 50-50. But at the end of the day, we won't know until we see.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Leo Santa Cruz's defense is not good at all, really, in my opinion, either. He be flaring with his punches. They be kind of just rock'em sock'ems in there. When he fought Mars, it was like rock'em sock'em. But Leo Santa Cruz can box. We saw him do it versus Frampton. So if he were to box like he did versus Frampton, that's a 50-50 versus him and Gary. Because I can't.
He got stamina too. He ain't just gonna lose. He ain't gonna just quit. And like I said, his power is only the first couple rounds. After that, he just cruised through the fight. He been doing that.
But where though? Like y'all talking about power? I don't where.
Hey Russell, you see, he knocks out some guys. He TKOs them.
What's his last knockout?
I think it was Johnny Gonzalez, right?
That was 2 years ago because you only fight once every year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember that dude Escandon, his mandatory Escandon that was promoted by Robert Guerrero. That was 2 years ago.
He didn't fight earlier this year.
Who? Gary Russell?
When did he fight? JoJo.
That was he only fight once a year.
That's last year.
May.
Damn.
That was last May. He don't fight.
So that's all we gonna see of Gary Russell, basically. Is that what y'all saying? That's all we gonna see of him this year?
That's what I'm saying. He don't fight. That's what I'm saying. He need to build his profile. That's why I'm like, yo, why he just build his profile? I like that shirt though. That's my first time seeing. He didn't say thank Al Heyman. He just was like, he put Al Heyman on the spot. That's real.
Hey, but Jalik, let me ask you something, Jalik. Please don't duck this question. Just answer this one. If Gary were to fight once a year and it was only like top level competition like Leo, Tank, Breazeale, Loma rematch, would you be upset about that? I wouldn't.
I mean, are you asking me would I be upset? Or you think I'm upset because he only fight once a year? I think he should fight at least 2 or 3 times to put his name out there, because the less you fight, that loss is going to be more detrimental to your career. So the more active you become, the less the loss can affect you because you're in the public eye. His presence, people don't really know Gary Russell like that, but diehard boxing fans do. You know what I mean?
Did he look kind of gassed to y'all a little bit at the end of the fight?
That's what I'm saying, man.
I was looking at him like he looked kind of gassed a little bit. Like
that's just the way he fights though, Black. After the first couple of rounds, if he don't get you out of there,
I don't know if he could beat Breazeale, bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I don't know about that either. I don't know.
At least he calling them out though. Jose Suleiman was there. You become the automatic mandatory when you move up in weight if you give up that belt. But he tried to make the Leo Santa Cruz. That's what I'm saying. Like I kind of think that's clout chasing. Like how you keep calling Leo Santa Cruz out. Now if he don't make the fight, stop calling him out. Move up. You can't make the dude fight you. Like if Leo don't want to fight you, stop. It's almost like he bullying now. Like come on, he don't want to.
Well, Leo's a big draw in that division, so I understand why it's the same thing. Reason, you know what I mean? It's the same reason why Wilder wants Anthony Joshua. You know, he risks his life in there. You know what I mean? So he needs the whole United States treasury, just like Wilder. So Gary wants to get his payday at his division, and I can respect that. So Leo is the money guy at that division.
Now that's you double talk a little bit, but I'll go ahead, man. You double talking, but you that wasn't a good metaphor.
Jalik, how come you're not criticizing Leo Santa Cruz? Did he promise to name his next son after you?
Yeah, Leo Santa Cruz is ducking him. What else I'm gonna say? He don't want to fight. They think their chances of winning is low. However, when you become the money guy, people will take that risk. You know what I'm saying? I doubt if he actually scared of him. He just probably don't think he'll win. But after last night's fight, I think they're gonna look at it. I think Al. I think that was a good sign for Al. He challenged Al in public, which is a good thing with that shirt. I think the fight can happen next, though. I think when I was watching that fight, I said Leo Santa Cruz gonna take this fight. Trust me, he's going. The
one thing though.
Winning.
The one thing that I'll say that Gary can't, it seems like Gary could deal with power because Jojo Diaz got power. And Gary was out.
No, Jojo Diaz don't got power. What are you talking about?
Yes, he does. Jojo got power. What are you talking about?
No, he don't.
Did you? Yes, he does.
Look at his box rec. No, he don't. I used to watch him on Golden Boy Promotions. The people was like, he was.
Well, anyways, Julie. Jojo Diaz got power. And Gary dealt with that power pretty well. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's on the same level as Tank. I'm not going to say that. But he could. I see he could deal with power a little bit. And again, Gary has the boxing ability to, if you are one-dimensional, he could beat you. You know what I'm saying? And Tank, to me, we haven't. I mean, we saw some levels versus Breazeale, but
yeah, that was probably the best win, right? As far
as but that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. You know what I'm saying? So we haven't seen much.
Yeah. What you about to say, Ancon?
I was saying that's his only notable win. I have no interest in seeing Gervonta Davis fight nobody smaller than him ever again.
Yep.
Yeah. All the shit he don't talk about other fighters. He need to unify his belt. He need to be stripped. This man don't be doing shit and having Twitter wars. Nothing else.
Twitter wars.
I ain't watching none of his fights until he fight a big name. I ain't watching none of them. I ain't watch his last fight. I ain't watching his tune-up shit. Showtime fucking a stock up.
Absolute rubbish. This man, I mean, chatting so much nonsense on his Twitter, man. Always talking about somebody, what he would do, whatever. I saw a video. I don't know if it was recent. This man looked fat as fuck already.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a recent video? Tank has a thyroid problem. What's going on?
He's one of the most undisciplined boxers, man.
I mean, already? Fuck.
That nigga love nachos, bro.
Yeah. I agree, man. He needs to fight somebody his size. You know, he should really be at 135, but you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. If a fighter got 29 fights and 15 KOs, would you consider him a power puncher?
He can punch. This was like 40%.
Yeah, he could punch. I'm saying he could punch. In the set, that's what I'm saying. I just said I wouldn't put him on the same level as Tank, but he could punch. He could punch.
He don't knock nobody out, dog. He all his shit goes to go decisions, so.
It don't mean you gotta knock in somebody out to have power, bro.
A puncher is like, AJ would be considered a puncher. He's not considered a puncher.
Tank is a puncher. Tank is a puncher. I just said that he's not on the same level as Tank. See, this is why you gotta listen. This is why you gotta listen. I said he could punch.
He ain't no puncher. He ain't even known as a puncher.
I said he could deal with some power. That's what I said.
It's all good. Shout out to Unbiased, man.
Hey, Jalek, you be talking about you ain't debating no more, but you keep putting yourself in a situation where you got to debate and shit. You be trying to debate niggas' opinions and shit, and then you get kicked out. Then you be mad. Like, bro, stop picking fights, fam.
And then he be clinching
Mm-hmm.
every time he
looking at the ref and
question,
shit.
he's like, shout out to he starts shouting out everybody. Well, once you ask him a question,
kids, shit, like what the fuck? Now you want to have a history debate and shit. Anything to just get out of the fucking debate, sports debate. It is what it is, man. Y'all smash the like button. Phil Ban said Floyd controls Tank. Phil Ban says Baltimore should have gone Crunk, not TMT. Trav says you clout chasing, Jaleel. Mike says Leo beats Gary Russell. Gary Russell slows down and can't deal with pressure.
That's what I'm saying. Leo got a good ass chance, man.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna take the fight. To be honest with you,
I'll be honest with you, man. Like he decent, bro, but I'm not that impressed with Gary, bro. I'm really not, and I think this inactivity is not helping him.
Exactly.
That guy, he looked low key gassed in there, and now I did see in the JoJo fight, like he was getting worked early on in that fight.
Who?
He kicked it. Gary was getting worked by JoJo early.
He was. Exactly.
Body. And then he kind of kicked it to another gear.
He did.
After midway. So I've seen that from him, that he can kind of kick it into another gear when the other fighter can't. But you get in there with somebody like a Tank, like
that's not gonna be smart.
You're not gonna make it to the third. You know,
he plays his punches nice. He fast. Gary Russell.
And that's another thing. Like I've seen guys that are fast, but he's fast offensively, but defensively that don't really.
It's not that great.
It don't work for him.
Like great. It's decent. He was turning dude last night, but that's that level of competition. That's why he really developed, because he fight the same competition. This goes way back to when Al Heyman had him on TV fighting 4-rounders in HBL. So yeah, that's their fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. So that's cool and everything. You got niggas walking in with motherfucking African tribal shit.
That was hot. Yeah, I like that.
Look. At the end of the day, Naho and all of that, and you better get some of that Naho power or something.
You think you should go to the Zone? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the Zone got these going.
Him versus Tevin Farmer.
Oh yeah.
Farmer.
Yep.
That's a good fight for him because Tevin Farmer doesn't have that much power. They could box. It'll be a nice little competitive boxing match.
Tevin Farmer ain't scared of him. Homeboy be acting bullyish sometimes, so that's gonna be a good one. He can't just bully Tevin Farmer like that. So, you know what I'm saying? That'll be a good one. Baltimore versus Philly. That'll be a good one, man. That'll be a real good fight. Like I said, he'll get some money on the Zone because this is my first time seeing a person in public like almost challenge Al Heyman. So I'm curious what they're gonna be seeing. He mentioned something about a phone call. I don't know if he was talking about Tank people.
I think he's talking about Tank, because Tank took to Twitter and said Something about I'll be waiting on a call or some shit. I don't know.
So he
Something.
tried to bully. Yeah, he tried to bully. He's like, you don't want that. He's like, I don't know what he was talking about, but yeah, I would say the zone would be good for him though. He can, if he want to stay active. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I ain't going front, man. I gotta give it up to the zone, man. I call it how I see it. These Showtime dudes, they don't get it, man.
We try to put you up on game, bro.
I've been was saying it. You know what I'm saying? I've been.
What you talking about? You just had it. You ain't even
But
been
it
one
takes
month
time.
in.
It takes time to develop, though. You know what I'm saying? Every fight is not great. You know what I'm saying? Like
This
these fights been great. The WBSS tournament was great for 118 and 140. AJ Ruiz would be good, and then Devin Haney is fighting. Devin Haney fighting Saturday, and the boy Chuck Simpson, who has a big ass following in Baltimore, he fighting on the undercard. So
But ain't Showtime developed, and they're putting on these types of cards where you can predict them a mile away.
Yep.
Come on, Jaleel, don't double talk.
No, what you said? I didn't hear what you said.
He said Showtime puts on the predictable fights that you know what's going to happen, the outcome.
And they're developed.
I've been saying that for a while.
Everything, man. That article.
But they're developed, and you have it. You didn't waste any time getting Showtime, right?
I don't get what you're saying. I'm calling.
Hey,
Showtime
but
out.
I mean, to Red Glove to come.
On Showtime. I mean, other than that, they don't have no fights. I don't watch.
Hey, but Red Glove.
Huh?
Red Glove to combat that. Wait, actually, no. Jared Hurd versus J Rock was that on Showtime?
No, that was on Fox.
No, that was on Fox.
Yeah. Okay, so never mind. Yeah, never mind.
They losing their momentum, and I've been saying that. And people's like, nah. They talking about last year. We talking about now. The zone wasn't really out last year, so they got more pressure on them. If you're a premium channel, you should be put on premium fights. If you want to build somebody up, put them on Showbox or let them fight on Bounce TV. Why are you spending your money on there? It's not like I don't understand their positioning because most of their subscribers don't even come from boxing. So it's not like they need the boxing guys. I don't know. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's weird to me, yo.
I actually heard that PBC gave, like, with that contract that they did with Fox, they promised them that they would be giving them the like the cream of the crop, and that kind of left Showtime in the dust.
That's what it looked like. But even then, they should just. I'm gonna be honest with you. Showtime documentaries is fire. I don't know if y'all seen that Wu-Tang shit. Whew. They should take all that money they put on that bullshit fights. Like let Tank fight on Bounce TV if you want to fight them niggas and make more documentaries. Because their documentaries be fire, yo. That Wu-Tang shit is fire.
I could find a documentary on the internet though. Like I'm
not
as a business. Don't waste your money as a company on fights. I don't want to see that. Nobody cares about that. So as a company, they should take their money and put it more towards other stuff instead of boxing if it's a bullshit fight.
But remember, Jilly, Eddie Hearn and Espinoza always has this one. Eddie Hearn always says, you're going to leave the business sooner rather than later. You're leaving.
I've been seeing that. I figured that out this year. Is this going to be? I figured that out when Fox came in.
Because Hearn used to tell him you wanted to sign, because remember, Showtime wanted to sign Anthony Joshua. And Hearn said, y'all don't have the money to sign Anthony Joshua. You're going to leave boxing.
Hey, and Iron Kong, man, Jalik don't like this, but how come Showtime offered AJ a contract before Wilder? I'm going to just go on mute real quick.
Oh, wow. Damn, for real?
Yeah, you don't know that?
No, man.
There's articles where Steven Espinoza is saying that he's hoping that Anthony Joshua becomes their Mike Tyson.
Wow, Jalik.
Not no interesting Wilder.
Say that again?
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't hear you. What you say? I was looking at the chat. What'd you say?
Who was it asked the question? Ask again. What was it? Red Glove?
No, I said, Jalik, how come Showtime signed AJ before Wilder?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Shout out to AJ. I like AJ. He just gonna get knocked out. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah.
Like you hate Wilder and you want AJ to win. I fuck with both of them.
No, but you're not answering the questions though. No, I'm just saying though.
Shout out to AJ, man. Hopefully he comes through in his next fight. It's gonna be a tough fight in 2 weeks. I'll be watching on the zone. Let's see, man. Shout out to AJ, man.
No, but the zone did have some fire cards this year. What's that dude's name?
Before we get into that, you don't subscribe to nothing. You're the YouTube Wait till the next day.
Nah,
King and
I
King.
do. Yeah, so I can admit that.
Yo, don't sleep
I
on
mean,
50,
look.
yo. Yo,
Jaleel is talking
Anyways,
shit now because he just now fucking signed up. That's funny. He on that
nah,
nigga
but what was I?
for a year. Y'all niggas pay by the month.
Jaime
I pay by the
Munguia.
whole year. I'm good.
now. Jaleel starting on his. He's starting
Jaime
on.
I'm
Munguia.
biased.
Hey, Jaime Munguia.
Hey, Black, I'm biased.
Hey,
Low key, you gonna start asking for your password to the zone watch. You gonna
hey.
go.
Yo, Jaime Munguia, he fought that Japanese dude. That was a good fight.
Oh yeah,
I forget his name.
that one. Yeah, I heard about that.
Damn, bro.
Showtime, man. I don't know what the fuck they gonna do now. I ain't that the Jamal Charlo Adams fight. I'm looking forward to be honest and see Harrison Levy. I want to see that.
Man,
So
you
what?
know what's funny? You know what's funny, Dalik, about that? When Triple G was supposed to fight the contender guy, everybody was shitting on him, right? But now that Charlo's fighting him, it's a good fight. It's crazy.
Crazy, yeah, bro.
Maybe because Triple G standards is a little higher and he been a champion. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Or a lot of people just double talking.
Double talk promotions, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised that Triple G. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with Triple G, man. He's still clout chasing against. He's trying to build his name up off Canelo. I don't know.
So who's Andrade fighting? My bad.
We fighting Selecki. That's a good
Selecki.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
Yeah,
I like that.
Somebody
I
tried
actually
to.
got,
But I'm like,
I
man,
actually got to get going.
Hi, Red Glove.
Yeah, but shout out to everybody on the panel. Thank you so much, Black Horseman, for having me. As always, shout out to the chat. Y'all have a good day. I'm gonna catch the rest of this on the playback.
All right.
Salute, Red. Yeah, man. But let's move on to this other segment, man. You know, I didn't get to catch the playback yet. Y'all know I got the zone, so I'm gonna watch it today. Man, like I said, Jalik pretty much did the commentary yesterday and kept me up to date on what was going on. What's y'all thoughts, man? I mean, speaking of the zone, you know, giving more credit to them, they put on, it seems like a hell of an event yesterday where we had the Taylor versus Baranchik. Of course, I went for the upset. I thought Baranchik with his
Oh, you did? Oh shit! Oh wow! I thought
lead hooks and uppies was gonna get him out of there, but man, that guy, I guess Josh Taylor, man, is the real deal. So, what was your assessment on Josh Taylor, Julie?
I ain't gonna front. That's my first time really watching him, and I fuck with Regis, but Regis is gonna have to really beat this guy. I favor Regis 55-45 because I like this dog and I like the way he moves. But yo, this Josh Taylor dude is the real deal, yo. Shout out to Low Place. Shout out Low Place been calling.
Come on, nigga.
Nah, this dude nice though. He first of all, he stay out of range and then he backs the fighter up. He had a real nice game plan, and he his jab is good. He go to the body. This dude had a perfect game plan to beat him. The only thing he need to stop fighting for the crowd though, because it was a couple times that Baranchik could have caught him, but Baranchik is a tough dude though. He dropped him twice. But yeah, Josh Taylor is gone. That's gonna be because, like I said, Regis Prograis is not that much smaller than when they got in the ring. When you watch the playback, he's not that much smaller actually than I thought. But his arms, his waist, he got them short arms like Lomachenko and Gary Russell. So they gotta fight a certain way. But the way he goes in and out, that's gonna be a tough ass fight. Whoever win that shit, their profile is gonna be fire. And Homeboy already said, and I seen an interview with I think Cynthia Conte on Ring. He said in 2 or 3 fights, he moving up to 147. Now he would move up earlier if they offer him that money. So look for him to look for the winner of that to fight Terrence Crawford next year. If Maurice Hooker, but yo, Josh Taylor, nice man. He nice. I'm telling man, shoo. He nice, yo. I ain't lying.
Yeah. Summon Shaw said, Jalik the leader, you should be a politician with all the deflecting. Fieldman says Floyd in head-to-head gets his mouth near the what the fuck? This nigga Phil Brand talking about some weird shit. But yeah, man. Unbiased. What was your thoughts on it, bro?
Yeah, I mean, look, I picked Taylor to win that fight. He did what I assumed that he would do because he just has too much boxing ability. You know, he's a switch hitter, very smart, intelligent in the ring, really good ring IQ. really good punch placement, works the body, then goes up top. Like the dude does it all. He pretty much does it all. He's like an Irish version of Terrence Crawford, but a little bit more aggressive.
Wow.
Nah, you said that's not true.
No,
First of all,
that's my. Julie, get out of here. I'm not even trying to debate you.
Just switch like it off, man.
Just stay over there.
Hey, Black, give him your password, man. Give him your
Now look. Just because I said that, look, in a way, look, a lot of people are switch hitters. In a way, is a switch hitter too. People don't know that. But what I'm saying is, just in my opinion, he's like a more aggressive Irish version. Now, who would win that fight versus the two? Obviously, Terrence Crawford would beat Josh Taylor. I know that, but I'm just referencing as in like skill sets. They do a lot of similar things, except Terrence Crawford is way more defensive, and he has a better ring IQ. But I mean, I could pick those two apart, but they do have similarities. And I think Josh Taylor is a little bit more aggressive. He's a good fighter. In my opinion, he beats Regis. I like what Regis did versus Relic. But what he did versus Relic, I don't think Josh Taylor wouldn't have done that to Relic either. You know what I mean? I just got to keep it 100. Josh Taylor versus Terry Flanagan. Josh Taylor most likely stops that guy. Josh Taylor versus Relic. Josh Taylor most likely stops that guy. So I'm not saying what Regis did versus those two is something that's like out of this world and that gives him above Josh Taylor. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Mm-hmm. I favor Josh Taylor because everything I just said.
Hey, let me ask you a quick question for Jalix. Start trying to get back on this debate shit. Do you feel like if Prograis had Baranchik in front of him, that Prograis would have stopped him, or would have been probably same? Was he tough enough to possibly go the distance with Prograis too?
I think Prograis would eventually got clipped a little bit because we saw Relic clip him a little bit too before he got stopped.
Hold on.
So yeah, right when the bell was about to ring, he got hit.
Oh, that was after the bell, though. That was after the bell.
Man, you starting to sound casual now.
I'm just saying, like, I think, but his defense, Regis's defense is not that good, in my opinion. It's not that good as Josh Taylor's. His distance control is not that good.
His defense was nice in the last fight. The last fight, he was nice.
We saw Regis fight two good fights versus Terry Flanagan and Relic. That's it, in my opinion. His fights before that, the dude he fought before that was piecing him up.
What did you do to Ndongo?
He walked right through Ndongo. Exactly. So did Terrence Crawford.
No,
so did Terrence Crawford.
Said, but
you still walk through him though. You say like
that's why I had to kind of give high praise to Regis because I agree with what you're saying, Bias, that in the previous fights his defense was looking like kind of garbage. He was getting hit too much, right? But in his last fight, I was like, this nigga was like hella elusive in there. He wasn't hardly getting hit with nothing. And the shot you talking about, that was after the bell. That was after the bell. So
yeah, that might have been after the bell. You guys are probably right about that. But I did see him get wobbled with some shot. I forget. It might have been after the bell. Yeah, you're probably right about that.
But it's as far as So Jalek, so as far as
got wobble last night too. He got buzzed too.
I remember you saying that when you was commentating that this nigga needed to stop. You said he needed to stop fighting to the crowd.
Trying to excite the crowd. That's gonna get him knocked out. That's gonna be his downfall. Trying to fight for the crowds. Like, dude, you better just go here with this decision. He tried to make it tough and was like, come on. And then dude landed some pause like, whoa. And then I was like, Regis body shot's gonna hurt that boy. That's gonna be a good fight, but Regis will come out on top though.
Yeah, Taylor has good body shots and he has longer reach. He could just keep him at a distance, play with him with the jab.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna land body shots on Regis like that with that defense.
He will.
That head movement.
And I like Ndongo. Don't get it twisted. I like Ndongo, but if I were to say who's a better fighter, Ndongo or Postal, who would win a fight versus the two, I would pick Postal.
Yeah, me too.
So I mean, it's kind of I give Josh.
Yo, Regis Prograis would have stopped Ivan Baranchik last night. Regis would stop him. Trust me, he would stop him.
Styles make fights.
Yeah,
I didn't see it, so I'm just that's why I asked y'all.
He hit harder than Josh Taylor, and he go to the body better. In his defense, Josh Taylor's defense is hard, but like I said, he having problems making weight. The dude is tall. He's gonna lose that fight, but it's a good fight because I like Taylor, but he's gonna lose that fight.
I think Taylor would have stopped Flanagan. I think so.
Probably. Hey,
Flanagan.
so let's see. So do y'all think that when that fight happens, it's go to distance or it's going to be a knockout in that fight?
I think
it'll
Josh.
It'll go distance. It'll go distance most likely.
So do you think we might see some knockdowns in the fight though?
I see Taylor
Yeah.
getting hurt. Taylor gonna get hurt. Regis ain't gonna get knocked down. Taylor gonna get hurt though. He probably get dropped. He actually might get knocked
Regis
out.
most likely. Regis probably get clipped most likely. I see him because I mean, look, Regis hasn't really fought. Like Terry Flanagan's not a brawler. Relic can be a brawler. But like that's the thing with Regis. If he would have fought Baranchek, he might have been. He might have went into a fight like a bar fight with Baranchek. He might have because Baranchek might have pulled him into that. Josh Taylor, he didn't allow that to happen.
I think you need to watch Regis' last fight though.
Yeah, I don't think he's seen.
No, I did. I did.
But watch the whole fight.
Yeah, but
you thought that shot he landed was during
after
the bell.
No, it was, but I just didn't remember when it happened. But I did remember him getting wobbly. So
I thought
I'm just saying, man.
You do anything to support your fighter. You try to get that UK press pass. That shit get. That's what you got on his avatar.
Let me see. AOBZ says
fight though.
AOBZ says Taylor had longer reach last night, still got caught. He says, I think Taylor going to be outpointing but get dropped by Prograis. And Shizbit says Taylor for the Ali Trophy. I mean, do they got a date set already? And then I also heard I heard Regis Prograis says, I'm willing to come back here and do it. So is it going to be in Taylor's hometown?
That's a good point.
I mean,
I think it's gonna be in they're gonna go where the most money is. If it's in the States, I'm probably gonna go to that fight, especially if Donaire versus the Monsters on the undercard. Damn, I'll go to that fight.
Is that it's supposed to be on the same card? Okay.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, they make more money to have them separate because in Asia, imagine how big that fight be. The Philippines versus Japan. I'm gonna be honest with you, Black last night, everybody can't. He had a big ass. A lot of people came to the fight for the monster dude. Of course, the crowd was pro Taylor, but everybody else was monster.
The money. People don't want to realize this, but there's a lot of money in Japan. Like Rigondeaux, when he used to fight in Japan, they loved him over there. I don't know why he left. He was like a big star over there. He could have made a lot of money over there. And so if that fight happened in Japan, those tickets will sell like crazy.
But if they have it together on one card, either way, it's going to be on the zone. But I'm curious if they're going to have it on one card together or it's going to be separate. I think it'd be separate though. That's my opinion.
That's a good. You guys want to talk about in the way?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I know Jalik, you probably don't agree with it. Well, Jalik, man, never mind. But yeah, I think in a way his performance as he's been moving up, in my opinion, has been better than somebody like Lomachenko or Terrence Crawford because he's moving up and he's stopping these guys. Like he's not boxing them to a unanimous decision, even though that's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But he is stopping these guys, and these are credible opponents, very credible opponents.
I'm biased.
So I'm just saying, like, moving up, beating Jeff Horn, that's a very good win. Then beating Jose Benavidez, and then beating who did he just fight? Who Bud just fight? Amir Khan. I mean, those are good wins. But Monster he's stopping these guys. You know what I'm saying? And they're very credible opponents. Lomachenko moving up, stopping Linares. That's an okay win, I guess. Then going UD with Pedraza. And then fighting Krola. I mean,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta look at the odds.
know.
I gotta look at the odds. I might bet on Donaire by a knockout because Homeboy leave himself open. And that left hook by Donaire, I don't think Donaire never lost at 118. His stoppages was at 126. Nicholas Walters, he lost at 122 against Rigondeaux. But Homeboy leave himself open. Manuel Rodriguez was landing some shots. I knew somebody was gonna get knocked out early. But
he got stopped in the second round. What are you talking about? That's like me saying, Breazeale was landing some good shots on Wilder, but he got slept the first round.
You understand that his left hook at 118 was what made him on a pound for pound list when
He
he was
sounded like low place.
when he was
He
knocking.
sounded like low place. Low place. Low place.
How
The
long
dude
you
will get stopped in the second round, and then low place will be like, oh yeah,
nigga.
but he got hit. He got hit like twice in
I
the
like
first
him,
round.
huh?
Y'all didn't see that?
Hold on him like he a pound, like he a Hall of
I
Famer.
couldn't hear Jaleel keep yelling over you when you talk. Go ahead, one at a time. Go ahead, unbiased. What you say?
I'm just saying because low place used to say stuff like that. Oh yeah, he got stopped in the second round, but in the first round he hit him with like two left hooks. Y'all saw that? Yeah. It's like, come on, bro. He stopped him, and it was vicious. It wasn't even like you're saying it was competitive, but Inoue was using distance control, and he was landing the vicious, the more deadly, brutal shots. And you could look at Rodriguez and see that every shot was hurting. It was hurting him. And he stopped him. Like, I don't know what else to say.
The round was close.
Don't start double talking, Jaleel.
No, I'm saying the first round was close. I kind of
That's like me saying, yo, Ryan Burnett was landing good shots on Nonito Donaire, but then he pulled his back muscle.
What I'm trying to explain to you is homeboy chin hasn't been tested. When you're a big puncher like that and you haven't been rounds, what's gonna happen when Donaire land his left hook? His left hook is probably more deadlier than or the same as Inoue's left hook. He already fought at bigger weight.
Who has more knockouts? What are you talking about? More deadly?
I'm not comparing that. What I'm trying to explain to you.
You just said it.
His left hook is, first of all, the dude was fighting. This dude fought at 126, and he's younger.
So,
what you mean?
Who's younger?
What you mean? So
Who's younger?
He way younger.
Who's younger?
He way younger than Nonito Donaire. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That plays into his favor.
It does play into his favor, but you mean to tell me you think this guy got a super chin and could just get hit with a left hook by Donaire and just take it? You see what Donaire he had knockout of the year a couple weeks ago. What are you
versus young? Young?
Bro.
Are you?
It doesn't matter.
Stop.
Like dude defense is like Floyd.
Hold on, Jaleel. It does matter. A nigga taking a fight on 3-day notice, bro. That does matter.
Hey, Black, go watch the fight. And
dude had never been in that type of situation.
Hey, Black, watch the first round against Inoue, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. His defense isn't like super great like that. He leaves himself open to be countered, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Donaire can counter with a left hook, and it might end it. I favor Monster, but I'm telling you, homeboy is game for that fight, yo. He better be careful.
Hey, Black.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Jalik might have a point because Inoue was a bit wild.
Exactly.
And he did get touched by some things he shouldn't have. He was a bit wild. So I understand he got stopped early, but he was a bit wild and he got touched up. So, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm a dip off. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, Colin. Have a good day, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaleel, he bodied you earlier, though, bro.
Nah.
Hey, but Emmanuel Rodriguez is a puncher too. He has 12 knockouts in 19 fights. That I would qualify that as a puncher. And in a way, he didn't seem to be that much phased with his shots.
I'm not beating what you're saying. What I'm saying is
he slept them
like that against Donaire. He hasn't went rounds. Who knows if he has a chin? How long you been watching boxing? Most of these big punchers.
Bro, we just saw his chin get tested, but the other dude got slept.
In the back to fall off. Who's not to say they're not gonna have Vada for the next fight?
This is why you don't make sense, bro. You say AJ's chinny, right? And then when we ask you why he's chinny, you can't answer it. But now you're telling me Inoue's chinny. He just fought Emmanuel Rodriguez, 12 knockouts, 19 fights.
He has
didn't get buzzed.
Come on, Jaleel, damn.
Didn't get buzzed and stopped him. Yet he's chinny. Or we don't know if he's chinny. So I mean, how are you judging if somebody's chinny? That's what we need to know. Please explain that.
We don't know. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You can't just go in the fight with Donaire and leave yourself open and be all wild. He has to be very careful because Donaire can clip him and stop him. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Donaire can win this fight. It's not like he just gonna get blown out.
Well, anything's possible. Anything's possible. But what I'm saying is, you're saying that Donaire, in the way leaves himself open. But what about Donaire's flaws?
He does have flaws. But this monster is the favorite, and everybody drunk off his thing. I'm just telling him, look, he needed to be chill. You know, everybody jumped off his knockouts. His aura's there.
Yo, you know what I noticed about you, Jaleel? The fighters you like, you'll never mention their flaws. Period. You won't mention Wilder's flaws. You don't want to ever mention Jermell Charlo's flaws. Yeah, these are facts. Like I could tell you, you know, in a way, sometimes, yeah, he leaves his hands down. He could get clipped. That's a fact.
Exactly.
His chin though is he's fought. His level of competition has been really good. He's fought guys that are very experienced, and he stopped them.
Exactly.
The guys that were supposed to test him, he stopped them.
Exactly.
No matter of fact, he didn't stop them. He obliterated them.
Exactly. But guess what
So
happened?
that's what I'm saying.
But we all know
Donaire is most likely next to get stretched. That's just me. And I could be wrong, but it's yet to be seen. So let's see.
Get knocked out, I tell you that. But we all know that drunk knockouts can make you drunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
You agree? What knockouts make you drunk? Think you just gonna knock everybody else out? But what happens when it gets to the round 6?
Wait, like Jermell Charlo. Okay, all right, yeah, I agree.
Round 7. It gets to round 6 or round 7. Has he ever even been to round 6 and 7? He's knocking everybody else out. We don't know.
Yes, he has.
You don't think that there's gonna be some?
He's been to round 6 and 7.
Both of them gonna be vulnerable. They both have to be careful. I slightly lean.
But who do you feel is more vulnerable? The older, more miles on them type, Nonito Donaire, or somebody who's red hot, who's walking through everybody in the monster?
But Donaire, I can't say the monster has more power than Donaire. I can't say that because, first of all, the monster, Donaire was stretching people at 118 on VADA. He was the first one to sign up for VADA. What's going to happen if they have VADA?
I like that one, Jimmy. I like how you use it. Yeah, that's a good one.
What's up with VADA, though? Like, why is he not enrolled, though?
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? I'm biased. What's up with that? Why he
now, Nonito Donaire, which belt he got?
I forgot.
Which belt does he have? You know which belt Nonito Donaire have? Unbiased.
He has Burnett's old belt. I think that's the let me see. I think it's the WBA.
Is it WBA?
Yeah, you got the WBA, and I think you got a vacant belt too. I think it's like a diamond WBC or some shit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, look, look. Homie lost to Carl Frampton before he went down to fight Burnett. Like he lost to Jesse Magadeleno. You know what I'm saying? Donaire is a good fighter. He's a good fighter, but he's 36 years old at 118, and the last time that he's been there was a long time ago, like 2011. So we don't even know the pain his body is going through to even be there in the first place. So, I mean, look, if he wins the fight, man, I'll tip my hat to him. I'm not trying to shit on Nonito Donaire. I think he's a really good fighter. He was fighting anybody.
But you making crazy statements that his move up is better than Bud. I don't even feel like debating you on that. You sound crazy.
Not because of the fact he is stretching people. These people are very qualified. Are you not understanding that? Antonio Nieves, he stretched him.
Listen,
like that's a really good win.
At 135, right? He knocked out every opponent at 140 except.
Who are you talking about?
Bud.
Who'd you say?
Every opponent except Victor Postal. And that's a bigger move up in weight. You know what I'm saying? 135 to 140. Those other lower weights.
Yeah, but at 140, I mean, look, I like Bud, but at 140, the guys that he beat, they were not on the level of the guys that Inoue's beating. Like Jamie McDonald, he didn't lose a fight before Inoue for about what? 10 years?
Monster beat. Who's better than?
He didn't lose a fight in 10 years. He didn't lose a fight in 10 years, and Inoue moved up and stretched him. Hold on. Inoue moved up and stretched him. He didn't lose a fight in 10 years. He stretched him in 1 round. 1 round. Like, what are we talking about? It's different. That's what I'm trying to explain. It's different. Look, Bud is my favorite fighter. Bud is my favorite fighter. Never.
I'm biased. Who's better than Victor Postal that the monster beat? Who's better than Victor Postal?
Victor Postal's a good fighter. He is. I'm not trying to say he's not.
Who's on the Monsters
But
Wrestling that's better
again,
than
what I'm trying to say is this dude is stretching people. Bud beat him unanimous decision, which was a good fight, and
that's
I thought
he knocked
it's
out
very
everybody else.
credible name.
He knocked out everybody else at 140. That's what I'm saying. And he knocked out everybody at 147. That's 12
But who
points
did he
power.
fight at 140? That's what I'm trying to say. Who did he
And I'm
beat
asking
at 140?
He
who's the
beat the
over?
who he beat the undefeated? He beat the undefeated Postal, right? He beat
Yep.
Yes.
And Dongo.
he beat
And
the Dongo,
yeah.
and who
He
else did
beat
he beat?
Felix Diaz,
Felix
Thomas
Diaz. Good
Delarme,
wins.
Barry Jean,
Yeah.
Delorme, Derijon. Like,
John Molina.
if we're being honest, I think Victor Postal probably is the best opponent that he beat at 140.
Felix was a
Right?
nice. Felix was a good ass win
Nice.
too. I think
That
Felix
was
was
a
a good
good. That
ass
was a good.
win.
That was a good win.
Gold medalist. I mean, come on, man. And then
Um,
Lomachenko, man.
but I mean, I hear what you're saying. I guess I'm biased to say it because of the mere fact that he's stretching these guys, doing it in
It's not
devastating
even really.
fashion.
It's not even competitive.
Right.
That's the difference. It's like it's not. There's no like you're saying you gave him one round or Emmanuel Rodriguez one. I didn't even give him the first round. It wasn't. It was just
Is
he
this
got
his only weight class in Louis? Is this the only weight class
no,
he's been in, or how many
No,
weight classes has he been in?
no.
this is third, I
This
think.
is his third, and that's what I'm saying. He's moving up and stretching people. That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
wow.
The
It's
lower weight class
different.
is different. They
Where's he from again? He's in from the what?
Japan.
Wow,
Japan, yeah,
Lil Pacquiao tendencies, huh?
a little bit, yeah,
Coming up, getting
yep.
stronger as he goes up in weight, huh? Shout out to Bud.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, look again. Look, I like Bud. I mean, I won't disagree if somebody says it's too early to even compare the two. I can understand that from that talking point. It's just my opinion. Like I'm a little more impressed by the way he's just stretching these guys in devastating fashion. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not competitive. Who do I think is the better fighter all around? Crawford.
AOBZ says Navaez, Payano, and Rodriguez all great wins.
Yeah.
I gotta watch this guy's fights because I'm not even qualified to critique or nothing on him because I've seen highlights when he stretched that dude in that one round. I didn't see his last fight. You know, I'm not even really qualified to speak on Josh Taylor. That's why I'm asking y'all questions. Let me ask y'all real quick. Do y'all think that Regis would have stretched Postal, or you think Postal would have gave him a tough fight if he probably went the distance?
Ooh,
That'd be a good one.
that'd have been a tough fight.
He might
That'd have been a tough fight, man.
Hmm?
Oh, here we go.
Would you say, Jalik?
I think he might stop Postal and Baranchek. And he might stop
Yeah,
Taylor too. Because Taylor,
yeah,
he's like a little kid. He like a little kid trying to press his
Damn, he said he a little kid. What the
That's gonna get
fuck?
him hurt. You'll see the fight, Black. Wait till you see it. You're gonna say, okay, yeah, you can't be trying to impress people. Just go home. Because I'm gonna tell you, Ivan, he was
like Regis Prograis wasn't trying to impress people when he fought that dude in his hometown and was getting tagged up and looked horrible. Come on, man. It happens to every boxer. What are you
no,
talking about?
he doesn't fight like that no more. That's why he went back to the gym and started working on his defense. Listen, Josh Taylor is dominating the fight and he's trying to bring a war on. I was like, dude, you better be careful. He got buzzed. I was like, oh shit, Ivan Baranchek. And this was after Ivan Baranchek's stamina was down. He had already got dropped. He fights somebody like Regis who got better stamina. He's gonna get hurt, man. Watch.
Now,
Issue.
I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Now, Josh Taylor is what? He's the orthodox or southpaw?
He's both.
He's southpaw.
So he's a switch hitter.
He didn't
Switch hitter.
fight. He fought all southpaw the whole fight.
Oh, he
Same
fought
people
southpaw
say
the whole fight?
same thing about Crawford.
The whole
He switched versus Postal.
Now Regis is a natural
Southpaw.
southpaw, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. Yeah. So
Yep.
and but the guy Ivan was orthodox, right?
Yep.
Okay. So it's gonna be a probably different type of fight too. To see how he, what style he comes in to face Regis, because Regis is southpaw, a very
Let
powerful
me just
southpaw.
read off of Taylor's resume who he fought. Miguel Vasquez, Winston Campos, Victor Postal, Ryan Martin, undefeated, Ivan Branchik, undefeated. Beat all those guys.
Mhm.
Okay, and then just let's go to Regis's. I mean, look, this is why I think Postal wins, because he has the experience level on his side. He's fought the better competition. Regis has more fights. It's a good fight. I mean, look, it's a good fight. I got Taylor. I mean, it might even not be that hard
I
for
mean,
him to
this
win if
this
he's a
this
focused
makes
fighter.
for this is like shout out to the zone, man. This is what makes for a great fight because it's probably split, man. Like, yeah, we can look at the resumes, we can look at their styles, but it seems like talking about this
Right.
fight, people are like they don't know really for sure. They can make a good guess on who they feel is gonna win the fight, but both of these guys are good enough to where you just feel like it can go either way.
Yep.
But I mean, yeah, man. I mean, either way, man, it's a great fight. It's not like a one-sided type of a fight where it's just like this guy's gonna get blown out. You know what I
Showtime
mean?
better learn.
But that's why 50-50 fights are needed in the sport.
Yep.
Because we can have this discussion and they could fight and it could be completely different. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good people
Let me just read off Regis's. It's Indongo, Juan Jose Velasco, Terry Flanagan, and Relic. You know what I'm saying? So
but that prospect, that guy, that Diaz guy, he destroyed him.
oh yeah. Joel Diaz Jr.
Yeah, that was a big fight.
Velasco, I remember seeing that fight, and that was a fight where I felt like, damn, Regis getting hit too much, and that's why I actually picked Mario Barrios. I had that on upset alert. I thought Mario Barrios was going to get beat because of the experience level of that Argentinian guy, Velasco, but he got stopped to the body. It was a perfect shot he threw it and stopped Velasco, but I remember that fight. But like I said, you might need to watch his last fight because I can definitely see that. Because
I did.
You saw Regis
the
last
body
fight?
shot was beautiful, bro. That Regis planted. It was. You know, I mean, you didn't see it coming.
Not Regis. I'm talking about Mario Barrios stopped Velasco.
Oh, okay.
In his last fight, but I remember Velasco when he fought Regis, and it was like I'm not gonna say it was life and death, but he was getting hit too much. He was getting hit too much in that fight. But that's why I was saying you probably might need to watch Regis's last fight to kind of see how much he's improved on his defense. Now, credit to you on what you're saying that he's only been looking good in his last 2 fights, and so we got to see if maybe Josh Taylor's style this might just be too much for him, because I don't know. I gotta watch Taylor's last fight. I'm just going off what I've seen from Regis in his last fight. He looked almost flawless, man. His defense, the head movement, the stamina. I mean, ring IQ, everything was hitting. I was very impressed, but I can't comment on Josh yet. I gotta watch it.
Replay on both of them. Josh Taylor was nice. He showed me
that's why we need 50-50 fights, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
Did you hear the rumor? That the Maurice Hooker and Jose Ramirez probably be on the zone too? You hear that?
Ooh, I like that fight.
I heard that rumor. Now that'll be 2 belts, and then a winner of Josh Taylor Regis for all 4 belts. Then whoever did that, move up the welterweight.
That's the WBO and the WBC unification, huh?
Yep. And then it'll be
shout out to Eddie.
Yeah.
Woo.
Shout out to Eddie Hearn.
Best promoter in the game, bro. We gotta say best promoter in the game.
See, I mean, I got Maurice Hooker in that fight because he showed me something. I forgot. He fought Soto.
Yeah,
no,
I gotta watch him too.
Fight.
Yeah, I got
the guy.
Hooker. I ain't remember his name like that.
Maurice Hooker fought the dude. The dude that Abel Sanchez trained. I forget his name, but anyway, Soto fought him. And Maurice Hooker, he showed me levels, man. He adapted. He showed me that sparring Crawford actually helps fighters because I'd never seen him do that. He adapted and he learned from what the fighter was doing. That's something I've never seen him do. And he poured it on him and he stopped him. That's what's up. I have him beating Jose Ramirez. I think Hooker's reach would give Regis problems and Taylor problems. But
yeah,
that's another 50-50.
ILTBA Boxing Talk was talking about like he don't know who will win out of Hooker and Regis. I was like, damn, man, Hooker must be nice because, I mean, shit. I just seen Regis fight, but he's saying like, Hooker the goods too. So I'm like, damn, I gotta watch him too. I gotta watch Josh Taylor. I gotta watch Hooker.
Yeah, Hooker gonna get stopped. He having weight problems. He almost lost weight. He need to move on.
Hooker, everybody getting stopped, huh?
He love to say that shit.
Listen, you can't be having weight problems like that against Regis, man. His legs gonna be weak. That's not good for him. He need to move up. He need to fight Jose Ramirez, fight the winner, and then move up. If not, he might need to move up before he even get a chance because that's not cool. He tall, man. You're gonna see.
Yeah, we gonna see.
Big, man.
It's a lot of tall. I mean, Josh Taylor's tall. Maurice Hooker's tall.
All those guys could go up to 147. Easy.
What's up, Angel?
What's up, man?
Santos, what's up, bro?
Shit.
Man. So what's your assessment, bro? I guess
Well,
we can start from the beginning with the Wilder Breazeale, then Gary Russell, then you can talk about the finals if you want.
Well, I mean, the while the Brazil, I mean, that wasn't no surprise. That I mean, we all knew, we all expected that to happen. I mean, like I said, in previous chats, if this would have went past 6 rounds, Wilder probably would have been in trouble a bit, if it was past that. But he did what he had to do. He did what he was supposed to do. And got him out of there quick.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean,
Quick.
with Gary and Gary Russell, I mean, that wasn't no surprise either. I mean, I personally didn't want to see that fight against Kiko. Kiko was, well past his prime. Shout out to Kiko and Spain and everybody over there. And it just wasn't the caliber of opponent that you would expect Gary Russell to fight at this point in his career. And with that being said, we just need to see them fight more often. That's being a dead horse at this moment. He just needs to fight more often and fight the caliber opponents that we all expect him to fight. Um, that's plain
Yeah.
and simple, man. And as far as what was the next one?
Well,
You know what I
before we
want
go on, go ahead.
you want to speak of too, like the fight before the Gary Russell fight with Heraldez
Oh,
and
Mendez
Oh,
Mendez.
and
I didn't
Haraldez.
see that fight. I didn't
I
see
forgot
it.
about that one. Yeah, I saw
Nobody
that too.
nobody talks about this,
Yeah, what
but I'm
happened?
gonna speak on it. Because you know what? There's a lot of fucking biased ass commentary,
Mm.
especially with Steve Farhood, man, and his fucking biased ass scorecard, man. And he keep playing my man fucking Mendez, man. Shout out all my Dominicanos out there. Y'all know what it is. Dominican Zab Judah stay getting fucking played, man.
Who
And
won the
it's
fight
not
though?
fucking right, man.
I seen
It's
it
not
like
fucking right.
I seen like
You
a
know,
round. That shit was born.
they
Who
got
won?
they got fucking Heraldez fucking hype job TMT guy up
Oh
there
yeah, that's how
getting
they do it. That's how they
a
do it.
gift fucking draw. You Anybody who fucking knows boxing, you know, see it like how I see it. Like fucking Paulie was saying, you know what, giving him Mendez all the rounds he should have been given. He didn't win those fucking first 2 rounds. Get the fuck out of here. But
But Angel,
Paulie being Paulie, hold on, let me speak on it. But Paulie being Paulie, and he's a company man now. He couldn't talk about it. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
he wanted to keep that Showtime paycheck. But Paulie was saying all the right things. Heraldez didn't win those fucking first two fucking rounds. But Steve Farhood, and I'm calling you out, Steve Farhood, you fucking biased as shit with the fucking scorecards, man. Stop fucking playing us like that, man.
yeah, but
Fuck, man.
PBC love them draws, bro. They love having
Love them
draws on
fucking draws,
yeah.
records, bro.
and I'm gonna call it straight down the middle, like I see it. They fucking robbed Mendez once again, man. Dominican Zab Judah. You know what I mean?
That
Nobody
dude
speaks on that shit, man.
is Floyd
Why?
fighter even good like that?
Because
Floyd don't, is he
he's
good?
Hold
and I'm
on,
gonna
hold
say
on, hold on, Julie.
this too, and I'm gonna say it because he's a Latino black man. That's what it
Mm.
is, man. They always
Wow.
fucking play him. You know
So
what I
who's
mean?
the guy?
Just like they did Luis Ortiz, because he's a Latino. He got 2 strikes against him because he's Latino and he's a black man. That's how they always gonna fucking play us, man. The fuck out of here, yo. Shit got me hot. But go ahead, man. What you gonna
This
say, man?
nigga hot off that shit, bro. Damn. So you thought it was a gift draw, huh?
That was a
I was
fucking gift draw, man.
wow. I was watching the fight, man. I don't know if I thought it was a gift draw. I felt it was close. Um, I felt like Mendez was getting hit a little too much. He had his hands down. He was giving, some good work to Heraldez, had his nose bloodied up, had him backing up. I did not like what the fuck Heraldez did in that last round, running around and shit. He did that De La Hoya shit, like versus Trinidad. And for that alone, I wouldn't have been mad if you'd have lost. But
But
maybe I need to watch it again.
my thing is, what you gonna do when the judges is against you, the fucking commentators is against you, and the fucking ref is against you, man? Talking about, keep him up and all this shit all the time. When Geraldo was fucking hitting below the belt, he ain't say shit to Geraldes, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's some bullshit. It's some bullshit, man. What you gonna do? Of course you're gonna be like Mendez, like, man, man, this is some bullshit, man. You get fucking demoralized, man, throughout the match because you keep getting these bullshit fucking warnings against you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you gonna do as a fighter, man? You keep getting bullshit calls against you. You get fucking demoralized, man.
Yeah.
And that's why he was getting caught. at certain instances. But that was Geraldo's first step up fight. You know what I mean? And he got exposed.
Yeah.
But
It
since
was
he's
a
a
good
TMT
test.
guy, he's gonna get the fucking nod. And in this instance, he got a fucking gift draw.
Mm. Well, there you go. And Santos felt was a gift draw. I mean, shit, he ain't the only TMT fighter that has dealt with a lot of, some draws. Shit, Badu Jack got more draws than Genuine when he put out the Pony goddamn song and shit. So, Rasclot, man, I sent the link, man. You're not gonna duck this fade, man. You're not gonna duck this live stream, fam. What's going on with you?
But I think everybody.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way to the gym.
All right, no doubt, man. You can say a few words before you get it in.
Hey, did anybody catch the? Well, because I got on late. I don't know if y'all watched the Inouye fight.
Yeah.
Yup.
Hey, man, I don't know who could beat him down there.
Thank you.
Wow, Jalik.
He ran through Rodriguez.
I agree with you.
Rodriguez.
I agree with you. I just want I gotta see how his power is when he got VADA tested. That's all. I mean, that's fair, right?
VADA or nada.
That's fair.
Assessment. That's a fair assessment, though.
Yeah, I think they all need to be tested. In all honesty, every last
that's a fair assessment. Yeah, I just want to see him, but he's very exciting. But he reminds me of the how Pacquiao used to be. They don't fight the same, but the aura that he had, the way he comes into the ring, his following, I like him, man. I like him a lot. I heard
he's more
calculated. Let him rip. But Rascalot, I see a lot of similarities. Like Pacquiao was getting stronger as he was going up and shit, knocking niggas silly.
It's weird, and especially in this era of PEDs, y'all gotta think. Just even in Pacquiao's era, which is like 7-8 years ago of his peak, can you imagine in that time how much PEDs has advanced and evolved, where it's even harder to catch? It's no telling how much farther or stronger this guy is gonna get.
Well, damn, how come Miller was taking on them ancient PEDs? That's crazy.
The black market.
With Miller, the one drug that he took, which was the GW something, I forgot what it was called.
15,
that one
16.
I never heard of, and that one is a dangerous drug because it was specifically to make a big person agile.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. He took something that specifically makes you agile. He took another drug to specifically make you lose weight, and then he took steroids. We all know what steroids do. So he was trying to kill Anthony Joshua.
Death. Yeah, death.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these PEDs, in my opinion, is really harmful, and especially that GW one, where if you look it up, that thing causes cancer.
Yeah.
At a high rate, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could get cancer 5, 6, 7, 8 years from now from taking that. Not like
just a little bit of pets.
Just a little bit of pets.
Right. That shit is crazy, man. But I'm gonna go, but real quick, I'm gonna be tuned in. I thought that Deontay Wilder did really good, but let's just keep it real, man. That man was in there. He was in there to get hit. No defense, super slow. He didn't even look in. He didn't, in my opinion, and all of y'all could agree. Did he look like anyone in there that wanted to get revenge for getting jumped in front of his family?
No.
I don't know. Wasn't enough time to see that shit.
He didn't look like he had a game plan. He didn't look like he was trying to win. I don't know.
Thank you. Like, he didn't do nothing.
I personally feel that this was another highlight reel for PBC, and to give the argument that to get more money for this fight. You know what I mean? For AJ and Wilder, man. You know what I mean? They're trying to get as much money, like at the interview, man. He just said it all right there.
And Rascalot, did you see the post fight interview?
Everybody, for all parties.
Yeah, I saw the post fight interview, and first of all, I thought that Jim Gray was correct in telling them, we don't want to see Ruiz, we don't want to see Breazeale. Yep. He was right about that, and all that marinating stuff. We saw what happened with the marination with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. Yeah, you guys made tons of money. You guys are happy, but the fans wasn't happy.
Jim Gray, my bad. Go ahead.
No, that's cool. And then real quick, and as far as Breazeale go, he shouldn't be all butthurt because he said no one wanted to see Breazeale. Because in all honesty, it's the truth. No one is talking about Breazeale and Wilder. It's either rematch with Fury, which we all want to see, or AJ versus Wilder. That's it. So for them to be all mad, I don't want to do an interview. To me, that's sucker shit, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's some sucker ass shit, bro.
pretty much, man. I gotta agree. And also Jim Gray pretty much put him on the spot. Like, how much more money do you think you could fucking generate? The money is there, man. It's like we've been all saying. The money is there. This thing is not gonna generate all the money that they think. A $500 million fight. This is not the $500 million fight between Wilder and AJ. Like, I'm gonna say it again, like I said it yesterday. The $500 million fight is whoever's the winner of AJ and Wilder against Fury on ESPN cross promotional, whether it be ESPN and Showtime or ESPN and Zone. That is the $500 million fight, man. That is the one that's gonna be close to a Manny and a Floyd, as far as generating the profits and all that, man. You know, but Wilder even said it, and he was like, it's what's best for all parties. You know, when DAZN was offering the $120 million 3 or 4 fight deal, that was all going to be for Wilder, and Wilder would have to divvy that up between his 11 fucking managers and his multiple fucking networks between Fox and Showtime, man. Let's be real, man. Let's call it what it is, man.
Right.
The fucking walls have been put up. You know, the walls have been put up, and the DAZN offered the cash and money carpet to go over the barbed wire.
I want to
And they
ask a
take it.
question to Rasclop, before you go, bro. So staying on that same note, with this whole money situation with Wilder, it's like, do you think when somebody is asking for so much money like that, and we got a delay, and they trying to say the fight needs to be much bigger, whoop-de-whoop, do you think he's concerned about losing, or do you think that it's just really all about his management and everybody else getting their lion's share of the money for this fight to happen? Like, I mean, because it's my personal opinion. I'm like, he was talking all this shit, like, killing the man, whoop de whoop. And then after the fight, he started trying to get all super safety, like, we get hit in the head, you can lose your life in the ring, and then now, so I got to get this much money. So I'm like, damn, like
Well, they probably told him to be careful with his words. First of all, in after the post fight, if he was probably told to say something positive or whatever. And as far as that go, and I always talk about this when I talk about money. Y'all might disagree with me, but it's the truth. Ever since Floyd started making all this money with these easy fights, it's really hard for fighters who put their life on the line against hard ass opponents and make peanuts. It's a fact. And yes, it is about losing, and it's also about money. Why should I go in there and get paid $20 million and Floyd got paid $100 million to not get a scratch on his face? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's to me, in my opinion, it ain't worth no $100 million fight. Just my opinion. I know that because it's only because they're the most popular people that everyone's talking about. But if you look at this division, this heavyweight division now, and I know Jalik said, "Oh, we all living in the past," but it's hard not to compare this era of heavyweight to even the era of heavyweight 20 years ago, even in the 80s, where the 80s wasn't as great as the ones in the 70s, but they all was skilled and highly competitive and all fought each other. This era in heavyweights, they're all fat. They all look like robots. Even Anthony Joshua is muscular as he is. He's a fucking robot. With that fucking style, and I hate to say it because I'm an AJ fan, he's getting clipped by Wilder, y'all. All right? He's going to get clipped like a motherfucker by Wilder because it's a skill pack. There's no way in hell y'all going to tell me that style that Wilder has will last against some of the great heavyweights in the past. It won't, because it's just for me. To me, it's not a $1 million fight. In my opinion, it's not a $1 million fight. But if they gonna let it marinate like this, how old is Wilder gonna be 2-3 years from now? How much better is AJ gonna be? Like, we gonna fuck around and get a goddamn George Foreman and Holyfield type fight, where one old and the other guy ain't got nothing left to take the out.
Yep. The longer it prolongs, the more it's in Anthony Joshua's favor. Even though, in my opinion, it's in his favor now. But that's neither here nor there.
Mm.
Yeah. And y'all know Ruiz is gonna be in there cutting the shit out of Anthony Joshua. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, he's gonna be cutting them up with them little short ass T-Rex arms.
It's a dangerous fight.
It's a super
T-Rex arms.
cut up in that motherfucker.
Mm.
Because Anthony Joshua gotta learn to stop doing all that fucking like bodybuilding type shit, and he gotta just stick to like just the basic boxing. You feel me? He too his body frame. He one of them tall guys with a stocky frame.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Just like Wilder is tall guy with that basketball player type frame.
Yeah.
He got a boxer. Everybody talk about Wilder's legs. This ain't bodybuilding. This ain't a fucking track meet. This ain't no squat rack competition. In boxing, especially in the heavyweight, you don't always want big ass legs. You want to be like, I'm gonna tell you before I go, I'm gonna tell you Mike Tyson said it best when he described Tommy Hearns. He said Tommy Hearns had long arms, long legs, long a wide back, skinny arms. He said that's a fighter.
Mm.
This ain't wrestling. This is boxing. And Anthony Joshua, have y'all even seen this dude impose any physical strength? Fuck no. Fuck no. Like, so why be that bulky? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Wilder is gonna be a tough opponent for him, y'all.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All
and that's why I'm so mad that this shit got to marinate. Like, I'm never one saying that Wilder can't beat AJ, but when I keep hearing about this marinate shit, it's just like, are we more confident than Wilder is in this fight when he's talking like this? I'm just like, damn, man, I just want to see this fucking fight get made. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
it's still 50-50 though. It's still a 50-50 fight.
I mean, despite him being robotic and being overly muscular, you still think AJ has a good chance versus Wilder?
Let's see what he looked like versus Ruiz. Because if Ruiz was in there cutting him up, it's gonna be tough.
Well, we've seen AJ face a fast-handed fighter before, Joseph Parker. You know what I mean? So, I mean, look, everything that you're saying about AJ being robotic, I agree with that. Would AJ beat guys in the past? Hell no. With Wilder? Hell no. Now, that's Wilder and AJ, that's a 50-50 because the stuff Wilder does wrong, AJ could capitalize off of. And the stuff that AJ does wrong, Wilder could capitalize off of.
Right.
So we won't know until they get in the ring.
Man,
exactly. I'm gonna go, y'all.
Thank you, bro.
I'm gonna be tuned in though.
Right. All right, man.
Salute y'all, everybody.
Time, bro. Thanks, Rasclot.
Right.
Shout out to Rasclot, man. We definitely had a, he one of them guys, man. When he talk, you gotta kind of shut up and listen because he be saying some shit for real. But yeah, man. I mean, I agree. I agree with a lot that he's saying. As far as like comparing the heavyweights from the older eras to this era, how it's not even close. He was talking about how a lot of guys is just fat. They are, they robotic. And a lot of these guys wouldn't, last with these other older era heavyweights from the 70s, 80s, and even the 90s. But this is what we got to deal with. We got to deal with these niggas looking, fat and slobby. We got robotic. We got to deal with these niggas marinating shit, just being on some Hollywood acting type shit and all this circus stuff, man. It's just really terrible for the sport, man. Two of the most popular divisions, heavyweight and welterweight, they are producing the least amount of, excitement. Now, Wilder is an exciting fighter, exciting heavyweight. We just want to see him keep that same energy with AJ. Please, like, nigga, let's get this shit done. Damn.
You're welcome.
And you know what it is? Back in the day, the fighters didn't really have that much control of their career as much as they do now. So the fighters got put into fights no matter if they wanted it or not. Granted, some fighters did turn down fights, so I'm not going to say that was the complete truth, but it's more so now that the fighters have more control and they could just deny fights flat out. So,
I mean,
besides Tank, I don't know what his deal is.
I mean, That's why that article. I made sure I read that article when the last live stream I did on the PBC Black Card. Somebody needed mute. Rascal, go ahead and mute, bro. Rascal, mute. Um, Mosquito says, yes, fuck this marinating shit. Get this fight going now. AJ can't fuck with Wilder. You know, man, I think it's a 50-50 fight. And I don't have no problem with that. Like, look, whoever feel AJ gonna win, cool. Whoever feel like Wilder gonna win, cool. But the thing about it is, what side is trying to make the fight and which side is not? The one that's not trying to make the fight, that's what I'm giving smoke to. Because y'all niggas don't keep the same energy, a lot of y'all. I get it. I understand you like who you like, but at the end of the day, on UDC, it's about pushing for the best fights. Okay, the best fighting the best, for real though. Okay, undisputed unifications, but a lot of guys giving passes. You know, they feel like, oh, it's the business part. Oh, this guy's a bigger star. Whoop de whoop. And it's like, how much longer we gotta wait? Shit's business. White still waiting on the WBC. Like, yeah, man, if we're gonna wait, you need to fight Dillian White. You know, that shit's fucked up. How the WBC is doing Dillian White. I think Dillian White deserves that shot. I don't want to see Ortiz rematch right now. I don't want to see no fucking Kalnaki. He don't deserve it more than Dillian White. Dillian White is ranked higher than all of these guys that's in line to fight Deontay Wilder. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
So I'm like, why the fuck Dillian White keep getting jerked around? Like, this man need to fucking. It's just like, you know. And if he get in there and stretch Dillian White, cool. That way it's something else to talk about. Like, you can't be like, man, he just stretched Dillian White. Dillian White ain't never been stretched.
No, he's been stretched by AJ.
AJ knocked him out.
Oh, AJ knocked him. Okay. My bad. So, I mean, at least they can say, well, maybe if you get him out of there in a round or two, like he did Breazeale, they'd be like, ooh, maybe AJ can't fuck with, Wilder. Look how Wilder did Dillian White. And Dillian White didn't have some momentum since being stretched, right?
If I was Wilder, he not gonna fight AJ next. I will fight Dillian White in the UK. That's what I would do.
If what?
Right, Dillian?
I would fight
I
Dillian
agree.
White in the UK. That'll be fucking huge, yo.
Oh, Wilder fight AJ Dillian White in the UK?
Yeah, that'd be
Hell
big.
yeah.
That'd be a good
I gotta
business
agree
move.
with that, man. I
That'd be a
agree
big.
completely
That's
with
the
you.
best
That's a
move.
big. That's a big paycheck.
Gotta sell out.
Do it at Wembley. And do it
Yeah,
at Wembley.
do
Since
it
they want to
big,
be always
because-
talking about Wembley and O2 and all this, that, and the third. Let's see it. Let's see Wilder and
Right.
White at
Do-
Wembley.
Yep.
Do the cross promotion or
Yep.
whatever you have to do.
That fight would
Get
be
it over there. You know what I mean? And let's see who sells a lot of tickets. Let's see if
Wilder's
this
gonna
is
sell
really.
some tickets.
Good. That's a good move.
He's gonna
You
sell
know?
some tickets over there.
That's a dangerous fight for Wilder too. So
Yeah.
Right. It is.
because Dillian White, he come to fight. He ain't no Breazeale. And I said this before when Dillian White versus Breazeale was made. I said Dillian White's gonna knock Breazeale out probably round 4, 5 because Breazeale comes, he pours it on you immediately, just like Wilder. Except Wilder comes for that you know what I mean, that one punch. Breazeale coming to fight you inside, make it a brawl type fight, and he's gonna land that left hook.
Hey, unbiased. Didn't he almost get knocked out in the last round against Parker? Dillian
He
White?
did. Yep.
Okay,
He did. Yep.
That'd be a totally different.
That's round 12.
Against Dillian
That's
White,
round 12.
total different.
Right.
But the difference
You
is,
know that he fades.
Knock out
So
Breazeale, dog.
he fades.
in the later rounds, yeah.
I don't
for
know.
sure.
If
But Styles,
he was struggling.
Styles
with
he would
Chisora,
stretch Breazeale.
Chisora, man.
Chisora and Parker are better fighters than Breazeale.
No, he's not.
Breazeale, man, Breazeale don't got defense.
So what? Chisora
Period.
is a journey. Step
He don't got defense. He's slow. He's slower than Joyce. I didn't even think it was possible.
It'd be a good ass fight, dog. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That fight.
Like, hell no. Breazeale will get stretched by Dillian White. Sorry, bro.
But what I was gonna say is, the WBC needs to be held accountable because White's been the damn mandatory for the longest.
Damn, bro. Real talk.
Well, hold on, Jalek, hold on.
He's the what? The diamond belt?
Yeah, yep. But Jalek, so you mean to tell me, Jalek?
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. 1 second.
Dillian White caught Parker, who's a way faster opponent than Breazeale, with the left hook and put him down. But he's not gonna catch Breazeale, who's like even slower than Joyce. Come on, man. Like, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I think that'll be a more competitive fight than Breazeale. I don't think Dillian White could beat Wilder, but it's more of a dangerous fight. That'll make us more interested than a Kawasaki. or you know what I'm saying, or Ortiz, guys, you know what I mean, guys we expect you to beat.
Man. Yep. Well, let that nigga take a shit and come back and think about that one, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. Shizbiz says Shelly won't let Wilder nowhere near the UK. I don't know why, man. Like, but that's a good idea though. I mean, that point that Jalik brought up, like, hey, man, go out there. If you can go out there and stretch Dillian White out there in the UK, I mean, do exactly what AJ's doing. AJ is fighting a pretty recognized top, heavyweight in Andy Ruiz. Somebody who probably a lot of people say should still be undefeated because they feel like he beat Parker. And he's selling tickets. He's from what I'm hearing, he's looking like he's about to sell out the Madison Square Garden. So it's like if Wilder do the same shit, go out to the UK, see how much you can fill up out there in the UK, get a good bag, probably be on pay-per-view out there. Like that'd be dope.
Exactly, man. Because the last time I checked, man, boxing's worldwide, man.
Yeah, exactly. He's champion of the world, not just America, the world.
You gotta have him. He's the WBC champion of the world. Have him travel, globetrotter, man. Globetrot the world, man. Have him fight in Japan. Get his name even more out there. Why does AJ have a fucking YouTube channel and Wilder doesn't have a YouTube channel?
Yeah,
AJ got like 350K subscribers on his YouTube. How come Wilder doesn't have his own YouTube channel? Like, what is going on, man?
And I agree with that. And Angel, Wilder. I mean, most of the belts were in Europe when Wilder became a champion. So he should have took a trip over there and start fighting over there immediately. You know what I mean? Get his name out there, then fight one of the big guys. That's just my opinion. Most of the belts are in that, and that's that area. You need to go over there.
Like I still think he should fight. He needs to get Povetkin out of there, man. Why the fuck is Povetkin still in the top 10? Why?
That'd be a good fight.
You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, like, still get that scrap. Yeah, he tested positive back in the day when you was gonna fight in Russia, but shit, fight him now. The money is there.
Yeah.
Go get that fight. If you're not gonna do the AJ fight now, do that fight. Go travel, man. Get up out of the Barclays Center, man. Get up out of that, man. Go around the world, man.
Right. You can't stay fixed you got to get out of that comfort zone, man. So I mean, and then it's like not gonna be enough people, like you can tell he just only listens to one little demographic or one little particular audience that's gonna say, just stay at the Barclays or just stay fighting whoever you want to fight. He needs to start fighting meaningful fights. You know what I mean? Like, man, it's bad enough, bro. You ducking undisputed right now. You're talking about, marinating and making it to fight big and good things come to those who wait. Man, fuck all that shit, bro. Like, okay, look, if you're not gonna fight the top dog in the heavyweight division, which is AJ, you need to fight. Go ahead and get Dillian White out the way. WBC, we need to start flaming WBC, man. WBC is not doing a good job when it comes to just like randomly selecting who they want as undisputed. I mean, mandatories and shit. Like, come on, man. Dillian White should have been had that shot. I don't want to see it. I don't want to support if his next opponent is not Dillian White. I don't even want to support that shit. Fuck with what Ortiz is talking about. Turning down $8 million, nigga. Like, the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, and did you see Luis Ortiz say, "Oh, Eddie Hearn and his camp they're not telling the full story"? Like, bro, I've had enough of your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We heard it. All right, you know what I'm saying? We get it. You didn't want the fight. You turned it down. It's over.
It's over, bro. You and your weak ass sources out here, y'all niggas is trash. Get out the way. You know what I mean? I don't want to see nothing from Luis Ortiz, and this comes from a Luis Ortiz fan. But I'm tired of the bullshit. I don't care about that old fake ass, lying ass bullshit. Get out of here with that. Put Dillian White in there. Why that'll impress me. Why to go in there and stretch that nigga like you just did Breazeale? That impressed me because we know you don't want no smoke with AJ right now. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm looking at it. This nigga's scared of AJ until we get in there and fight him. So if you ain't scared of Dillian White, go ahead and take care of that, bro. He at the top of your sanctioning body. What you waiting on? Take care of Dillian White. And like you said, that's a great idea, Jalik. Go to the fucking UK and do it. Get your black ass out of the Bronx, nigga. Get out of Brooklyn and go do that shit in the UK.
Yep. Be a world champion. Assalamu alaikum, my man. What's happening? But yeah, that's the fight they should.
Yes, Jalik.
Of course, Ortiz. No, I'm not even gonna watch. Man, that shit got me so hot. Luis Ortiz, he was out of shape in the ring. Like, what do he look so? He don't even look like he can. He believe he can win. Nobody don't want to see that rematch. He think people stupid,
This
yo.
nigga in there with a cubic zirconia chain around
Yeah,
his head.
nobody
Like,
want
fuck out of here, bro.
to
Yeah,
see people.
Dillian White should get the fight, man. He should be mandated. If he beats Rivas,
And that's a
you
tough
know,
fight, though. That's a tough fight.
no, I'm saying if he wins it, the WBC need to. I'm getting sick of this, man. Look,
Mm-hmm.
last night the guy he knocked out was a guy AJ already knocked out. I'll give Wilder credit. He did it quicker than I thought. Like on the night of the fight, I
Mm-hmm.
thought it wouldn't go past 2 or 3 rounds. Like the way Brazil looked, the shape, and I just once I knew Waldo was gonna start first, I thought it can't go more than 2 or 3 rounds. And Vigilante is not really a good trainer. I put that out as well yesterday, but I'll give all the credit. He took him out in the first round, and he didn't waste no time. But this was the guy. Someone even made a good comment. This was the guy's 41st or what was it, 42nd fight. A guy AJ knocked out in his 17th fight. Like I've seen some people overreact. Like they're trying to denigrate Joshua's because Joshua took 7 rounds, and then I was even seeing because Wilder went 9 rounds on Molina in his first title defense and went life and death. That was the same guy Joshua blew out in 3 rounds. So I don't know why people use that stupid triangle theory. Like
It don't work all the time.
it don't work and it's just dumb. But I would like to see the Dylan White fight. I think if he tries that with Dylan White, I think Dylan White will knock him out. If he tries going head first, like he did with Breazeale, I don't think Breazeale fought the worst game plan and he's not really that good. But if you do that to Dylan White, he'll catch you coming in with a left hook. And I think if a left hook lands on Wilder on the top of his head, Wilder will probably get knocked out.
Mm. Yeah, I just want to see it, man. You know, we got to see this guy, man. Give guys who's deserving of that shot. Dylan White is deserving of that shot, man. You know, and
Mhm.
And
we
that's a
need
good
more people to
fight.
put. Yeah, it's a good fight.
Exactly.
That's a good
Big ass fight, yeah, in the UK. Be a world
and
champion.
and if Wilder wins and he does it in 1 or 2 rounds, he'll get the credit he deserves. I know AJ beat him back in 2015, but
Mm.
you got to look at it. White has improved. Brazil, I don't think Brazil did shit since that fight with Joshua. Like
He
I
beat
don't think this.
Amir Mansour though, but
Now that
that's
was
you know
that
what I
was
mean.
that was
Yeah,
before
Mansoor
Joshua.
ain't really shit though.
Now
The
that was
fuck?
Yeah, that's
before
true.
Joshua.
He
That
had a
was
draw
before.
with fucking Gerald Washington.
Yeah. You're
Now
right. You're right.
all he's done is beat Eric Molina in 2018, I think. Like, I don't see what Brazil has done since that fight. Like, and when Joshua beat him, he was unbeaten. If Wilder does this to White, that'll be like a statement because White, since the Joshua fight, actually has become better. At that time, I don't know if White was even ready. Like, they're both prospects. Like, it was hard to measure how good either one of them was. But since that fight, like, obviously Joshua's improved as well. But White, like, Joshua hasn't fought him since White has been on that level. Like, and I think they were trying to get a fight with White until he priced himself out. What was he in April? But White has beaten Parker. He's beaten Chisora twice. He's beaten who was the other guy? There was someone else. I think he beat. Was it Lucas Brown? Yeah, that was a good knockout as well. So if Wilder beats him and is in the UK, you gotta give him credit. But
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It looks like he's gonna be Ortiz, man, because the way the guy was in there,
Yes, man. God,
I don't want to see that.
that's gonna be another first round KOs.
That's
Fat
gonna
ass.
fuck his career up, yo. That's gonna mess his stock up. And why would you put yourself in a dangerous fight and nobody wants to see it? That has no that's the big
And I mean that's why Jaleel, like what you said with him going to UK, like if you really are trying to make yourself more marketable or you betting on yourself and trying to raise your profile, like you gotta get out of you can't just stay stuck in America or stay stuck in New York. Nigga, go to the UK.
a
Get
world
out there and do that.
nigga. Fight, or even if it ain't you can fight somewhere else. Like fight
Knocking out Brazil in one round and then promoting your Wilder merch, nigga. That ain't you need to know. That ain't it.
White in the UK in front of like
And
70,000.
and I don't think Ortiz is dangerous for him at the moment because
Mm-mm.
looking at Ortiz's past 2 fights, Wilder's gonna stretch him again, but early this time.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, I agree.
Ortiz hasn't done anything since the Wilder fight. Like, yeah, if Ortiz beat someone like Pulev, Povetkin, or fought someone like that, then we can make him use a measuring stick. But
I think it's too soon for that rematch. It's like
Exactly. It's
I
the,
did say I did say yesterday though, if he does it to Ortiz in 1 or 2 rounds, I would give him more credit than doing it to Brazil because I do think Ortiz is much better than Brazil. Even this version of Ortiz, like he's still a lot more skillful and a lot more technically better than Brazil. I just think Brazil is very bad as a professional. He don't move his head. The way he fought, he coming in straight lines. Like the guy, he was there to be hit. It was like a big punching bag, but I would give him actually proper credit if he does it to someone like Dylan White or. But
mm,
that's what I was saying yesterday, though. I was saying he could do it to anyone. Like the way some people are reacting was like they've never seen Wilder fight. Like he did this to Stavern. I know that was a really bad, out of shape Stavern and a bad opponent on the night. Like Stavern should never been in the ring, but Wilder could stretch anyone out in the first couple of rounds. He hits that hard. Like the way some people are reacting was as if he knocked out like a prime Larry Holmes or something, and they've never seen the guy fight. Like I swear, the things I've read, but like I think people got to keep a level of it. There's some people like just completely discrediting Wilder, like just hating on the guy. Then there's other people just overblowing it. I
yeah.
think it's somewhere in the middle where you got to keep it.
Yeah.
I expect. Yeah.
Well, man, in conclusion, man, y'all can give y'all final thoughts, man, just on the whole event last night and then just going forward, man. What can we look forward to?
I'm gonna go first if that's cool with everybody.
Yes, sir.
The PBC undercard was okay. The Wilder fight, we all expected it. Brazil has horrible defense. I didn't expect it to be the first round though, so I'll give him
Yeah.
credit for that. Um, and the DAZN cards were fire. Shout out to Eddie Hearn. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, Black,
Was
for
there
having me
another?
on.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Bias, as always, brother.
There, there, I was gonna say there was one more card, didn't it? There was the BT Sport card as well, didn't it?
Oh, I ain't see none of them.
I didn't see that,
Or
bro.
I think it was Joe Joyce. Yeah, I didn't really see. It was Billy Joe Saunders in a like a boring fight.
You
It
said
was.
Billy Joe was in a boring fight.
Yeah, it wasn't a great fight. I seen a couple of rounds. I didn't really watch it. I had
Did they
to.
say he won the belt?
Yeah, he won. I think it was a unanimous decision or I don't know, late TKO or something like that.
Which belt did he win? Because I heard some shit like he's trying to call out Canelo at
Oh,
168.
WBO super middleweight. Yeah,
Wow.
he could fight Canelo either weight. If he's a super middleweight, then it'll
He
be
can't make
for.
160 no more, so that's out.
That he probably can, but he could also fight him a super middleweight with his belt. So it depends what he wants to do. If he wants to fight a middleweight, it'll be Canelo's 3 belts on the line. If he'll be a super middleweight, it'll be for his WBO, which he just won, which is a vacant belt. I think Ramirez vacated.
Ramirez, okay. All right. So, Angel Santos, you there? All right, we'll come back to him. Jalik.
Yeah, I want to say shout out to Wilder. I'm glad he came out safe. He done a great knockout. I predicted first round. I knew it wasn't going to last too long. His stock is rising. However, his words is putting him in a position where people want to back you, but when you start double talking and trying to play hard to get, it makes it crazy. PBC, if you listening, nobody wants to see the Ortiz rematch. Ortiz already been fucked up. He should have took the Joshua fight. Nobody want to see him. He came into the ring out of shape. His stock is fucked up. If you're not going to fight AJ next, fight Dylan White in the UK, be a world champion, fill up like 67,000 in the UK. But
Mhm.
if you don't fight, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you don't fight AJ next, I fucks with you, Wilder. You're one of my favorite fighters, but I'm not going to be watching your fights unless it's like Dylan White in the UK somewhere. But if not, I won't be watching your next fight.
Mm. Angel.
And shout out to the zone too. My fault. Yeah, shout out to the zone, man. Josh Taylor, you'll see it when you look at the plate replay. Josh Taylor is nice. He didn't switch it yesterday. He's nice in the monster. He better be careful. Don't overlook Donaire because Donaire left hook is just as more powerful as his left hook. And I look forward to seeing those fights. Donaire against the monster and Regis against
Josh Taylor.
Taylor. Yeah, so shout out to the zone though.
Absolutely, man. Big salute to the zone. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man, everybody that participated, everybody that joined the panel today. Hamed, Jalik, Angel, Unbiased,
Can I
Ras
just
Clock,
see?
LTBA Boxing Talk, and But go ahead, get
I
your
was
thoughts
gonna
on it.
say, I think the real guy who deserves the credit is Nayo Nui. Like, don't get me wrong, Josh Taylor and Baranchek was a great fight. Like, that was the fight of the night, most evenly matched, like, competitive fight. But Inui was the guy that I think stole the show the whole night. Like, I know casuals and non-boxing fans will probably start talking about Wilder, but that was a great knockout, and he knocked actually someone out that was a world champion, who was a durable, like a world class fighter. I'm not saying Rodriguez was like a top pound for pound fighter, but he was a very respectable top world champion, and he blew him out, Inui, in 2 rounds. So I think Inui, pound for pound, is the biggest puncher. That was like a fight where I was like, wow, what? Like, I did not expect. I thought it was possible, but I just thought this was the fight that maybe there was a chance I could go rounds because, like, Inui just keeps surprising me. He did it with Rodriguez, Navas before. He did it with McDonald. Then he did it with Payano, and these are world class, durable champions. Like, this wasn't someone like Dominic Brazil, who was like a barely a top 10 heavyweight. I don't even think he's ranked top 10
Then they
but
say
ring
it's
match.
ranked number 11 or something.
Yeah, and he was a mandatory challenger who's never won a world title. So uh, I think Inouye stole the show. I know the smaller guys don't get as much coverage, but that was a great knockout. And Inouye, I think pound for pound, you can make a case he's the biggest puncher, along with maybe I think Baturbiev and a couple of other guys. I think Wilder's a heavyweight, so it's hard to compare. Like two of the guys he's fought, like Fury and Stiverne, he has went the distance, and so he's still a big puncher, but pound for pound, I gotta say Inouye, and Inouye is very skilled as well. I think Wilder just relies on his right hand. He's effective, but Inouye is a guy. The way he uses his left hook, the distance and the skills he shows, and I think Inouye is a top fighter, and I think he's on the cusp of becoming the number one pound for pound fighter. At the moment, I don't think he's got the resume or the accomplishments of someone like Crawford or Canelo. Maybe could argue he's around about just below Lomachenko. I think sooner or later he'll probably overtake a couple of those guys, but he's a guy that I think in the future will be the top fighter.
No doubt. Shout
Never
out
did.
to you. Shout out to you, Hamed. Shout out
Yeah,
to
thanks for having me.
Lomachenko. Shout out to Lomachenko and Inouye, but Vada are not over here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad you said that, Black. You gotta have that Vada.
Them niggas,
All that fucking
them niggas
Vada.
nice. I'm not shitting on them as far as their skills. They nice, but it's Vada or nada, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If
I
you
want
want
to see
to
his
take the
power
test.
with Vada. Yeah, I want to see it with
Uh,
Vada testing, yo.
And then just to give my closing thoughts, man, on the whole card Showtime, it was pretty decent. You know, the Geraldes versus Mendez. I thought it was competitive. I wasn't too upset with the draw. I didn't like how Geraldes in the last round danced around. He should have known in his mind that the fight was a lot closer than he was acting. He should have just kept his foot on the gas and fought to the finish. Santos didn't agree with it. He felt like it was on some racial Dominican shit. So it is what it is. As far as Gary Russell Jr., he did what he had to do in that fight against an older, a guy that shouldn't really even been in there with him. Wasn't even on his level. But my knock on Gary Russell Jr. I mean, the guy is he's small. His defense ain't all that great to me, and it's not like he got a whole lot of power. I'm not seeing it, man. And this guy's talking about going up in weight and facing guys like Tank Davis and like nah, nigga. Like to me, he gonna get hurt. He gonna get stopped. Not only beat by Tank, because I know Tank is not disciplined. He gets out of shape and all that. But when Tank is in shape, he's a motherfucking beast in there. And I think he gonna go beast mode on Gary Russell Jr. And I know that Al Heyman is not doing certain things to give him the opportunities that he wants. So I'm not even talking about that. Like Jalik said, this nigga put him on the blast. That's the first time Al Heyman been pretty much put on the spot. And nigga had the shirt on, like, put Al's name in it and shit and talking about he want Leo Santa Cruz. So I understand where he coming from. But just looking at him, like maybe I was trying to protect you from some of these niggas, like, because I think he'll struggle with Leo with his height and his reach, and I think that Leo Santa Cruz he has a full tank, all 12 rounds. This guy, man, he can take a punch. And I don't see like Gary having some extraordinary power that is just gonna just bother Leo like that. Like I think he'll get out. He can possibly get out work by Leo. I think he'll get stopped by Tank, Breazeale, or all these guys. Like so, at the end of the day, we're gonna have to see what Gary Wilson gonna do. But he is definitely gonna have to keep his foot on the gas, man, and keep fighting, man. Keep fighting, stay more active. As for Deontay Wilder did what he needed to do in there. He got Dominic Breazeale out of there in one round in spectacular fashion. This guy has the most extraordinary power I've seen probably. I don't know, and I don't know how long. You know what I mean? The way he took out Breazeale, hey, that was great, man. But as far as the bad, in the aftermath, the interview, I was not impressed. It's still the same shit, man. He's Hollywood Wilder to me. You know, to see him facing Ortiz in a rematch. Why would I want to see two niggas that's ducking AJ fight each other? I'm sorry. I'm not impressed or excited about that. If anything, since you don't want to fight AJ and it's not enough money for you right now, and you worried about getting hit upside your head and losing your life when it comes to fighting AJ, go ahead and fight Dillian White, like Jalik said in the UK. That'll be big. That's gonna help you raise up your market value. People in the UK are gonna be able to see you possibly stretch Dillian White out there. And you be able to expand your brand, your name out there, man. And that then you can come back, but don't just stay stuck in this Bronx bomber shit, man. Like, cool, we didn't see you stretch many niggas in the Barclays. Let's see that you take that talent, that power to another continent and do the same shit. Keep that same energy elsewhere, and then give Dillian White his shot. You fought a nigga that's what, like ranked number 11 in the heavyweight division. Dillian White is at the top of your own sanctioning body, and you've been ducking and dodging that smoke. And I think Dillian White is a more game competitive fight for you. And if you can do it on outside of American soil, that's epic. That's epic right there. You know what I mean? So that's just my thoughts on it. And once again, shout out to the Zone, the World Boxing Super Series. They doing tremendous stuff over there, man. Tremendous stuff. And it ain't some shit that where it's just like, oh man, we know who gonna win the fight. 95% of people knew Deontay Wilder was gonna beat Breazeale. I was trolling. I said, Hollywood Wilder going to sleep, but I mean everybody knew Deontay Wilder was gonna knock out Breazeale. Majority of the people, shout out to Trav. He made some good ass money off Wilder knocking Breazeale out in one round. But as far as the World Boxing Super Series, it's competitive shit. It's excitement. Shout out to Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor making it to the finals. Shout out to Inoue and what's my guy? What's the Filipino guy? Keep forgetting his name.
Donaire.
Donaire, meeting in the finals. I agree with everything Jalik said. I still, Inoue might be great, but I just from watching Nonito Donaire, that motherfucker got a hell of a left. He can counter the fuck out of you. So if Inoue is not on his defense, it could definitely that knockout streak could come to an end, and he might be the knockout the one that gets knocked out. So at the end of the day, man, great boxing. Great night of boxing yesterday. As for me and Jalik, we do our other show as well.
Oh yeah,
tonight students of the game
tonight, maybe 8 o'clock.
We definitely gonna talk about something that's somewhat related to what we got from this boxing shit this past week. And we're gonna turn that into an actual lesson. We're gonna talk about that and break that shit down in the student of the game episode. What time we gonna do that, bro?
What time you want to do it? 8 o'clock, or you want to do it earlier?
We could probably do 8 o'clock because I do got to do something between 1:30 and 6.
Okay, that's cool.
And I'll be back, so hopefully I can make it back by 7 p.m. my time because that's what time.
Yeah, one thing I want to say before we go, Black, I appreciate you, having me on though. But that VADA, that the monster dude do need to sign up for VADA like ASAP. Sure. Also, I'm looking online right now. Breazeale said the referee stopped the fight too early. That's sad.
Stupid, bro. You didn't beat the count, bro.
Yeah, like he was stumbling. Oh my god, man. That's the shit I'm talking about. But yeah, I just wanted to say that.
I guess that's his excuse for not doing the post-fight interview too. You could have said that in the post-fight interview, dummy.
Yeah, like he stopped it too early. What are you talking about?
Wow. No. So at the end of the day, man, also let me mention Breazeale. Breazeale, you got embarrassed, man. You got humiliated in front of your family. But you know what, man? You were showing good qualities, maturity, and character before the fight, then after the fight, man, even when Deontay Wilder showed class and went over to you and gave you a hug and said whatever words to you, you couldn't even have enough class to acknowledge Wilder and give him his credit in a post-fight interview. And so you lost all my respect with that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You got to have sportsmanship. If this man comes over to you and thank you for taking the fight and the opportunity and you know what I mean, give you your credit for jumping in there with him, the least you can do is say, you know what, he's a true champion. This motherfucker hit hard as a motherfucker, and I'll be back. But like when that type of situation happens, man, like I don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say the day after. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, let that be a lesson to guys that get in there and face top competition. If it don't go your way, cool. You just gotta accept the loss and give credit to the other man. We seen Jared Hurd. It didn't go his way. He gave all credit to J Rock, and it is what it is. He said he was the better man. So there's nothing wrong with somebody when they take an L say, you know what, you was the better man tonight. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and I'm gonna be better. But that's really all we got, man. Big salute to everybody in the UGC clique. Make sure y'all go to the homepage and hit the channels tab and subscribe to all my brothers there. And shout out to the whole underground community, man. Everybody that comes through and shows support every time we go live. And don't miss us on Jalik the Leader's YouTube channel later on tonight.
Baby.
7 p.m. Central Time, 8 Eastern Time. Students of the Game episode. So don't miss it, y'all. Me and Jalik the Leader, we out of here, man.
Peace.